Nonsa Nerd Nation, and welcome back to Non-Standard Actions Fly Free or Die, and, might I say, a very happy Halloween to all those celebrating out there. Ooh. So spooky. Look at my spooky hat.
Look at my spooky stick.
Is Luigi's Mansion a horror game?
A little bit, isn't it? Luigi's Mansion was pretty scary. Not like scary, but like Luigi was certainly scared for a lot of it.
Yeah. He shouldn't have been there. All those ghosts are easy to punch.
Yeah, punch and or suck up with his really cool vacuum thing. Man, I have such good memories of Luigi's Mansion. That was a lot of fun actually on the GameCube. Anyway, I am Tom, your GM, and you're listening to episode 27, The Board is Set. Joining me as always are my very spooky friends and your spooky players, Jet, Leif, Liz, Nick, and Simon. Today's icebreaker question is, what would your character dress up for Halloween as? Dress up as for Halloween. We'll get names, pronouns, and questions to the answer. Let's start with Jet.
I'm Jet, playing Gus. Both of us he, him. Or I guess today I am John Hammond, a young John Hammond with less hair. And Gus would dress up as one of the Skitter soldiers' new friends of destruction. Probably the red one.
Yeah.
Or if there's like a nice burgundy one.
Oh, there's the Skittermander come in any color and shape and size, really. So, yeah, there could be whatever color you want. That is one of my favorite things about the Cosmic Crits Skittermander generator that they have on their that they built a while ago. They got like fan submissions and stuff. It was a lot of fun. But yes, Leif, or the spirit that I am talking to on the other side of Leif's camera.
I'm glad he can see where the camera is with the hood over his eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, you found it. Right of it. There you go.
Perfect.
No, too far. Down, up, down. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's right after.
No, so spook.
The spookiest ghosts are the ones you have to give directions to.
Yeah. I'm getting a message in my head. It says, my name is Leif. I'm playing Ketch, he, him. I use pronouns they, them. And Ketch would probably dress up as a Space My Little Pony, of course. Excellent. Good. Nailed it. What about Liz?
Hi, I'm Liz. She, her. I'm doing my best for a silent film star, since it's one of the few outfits I can do that will hide my undercut. So I play Auntie Nuna, she, her, and Auntie Nuna would probably dress up as a witch, like a spooky witch with like a cauldron and stuff.
I love the idea of the witch's hat just fitting snugly over her head. She's like, oh, this is so comfortable.
Were all witches Kasathas?
Probably not.
I actually saw something
all right.
recently that suggested that the stereotypical witch with like the nose and so forth is actually like comes from caricatures of Jews, but I didn't want to look into it because I didn't want to be more depressed than I already am. You know,
yeah,
like you do.
Yeah, like you do. Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick. Playing Sloan. Sloan uses she, her pronouns. And for Halloween, goodness, Sloan is going to be. I swear I had an answer, and now it escapes me.
That's okay.
You can skip to me and come back. Or
shall we skip Nick?
Yes, come back to me.
All right. Well, we'll come back around. Simon.
I'm Simon. He, him. doing my best dress up of a software engineer. Very convincing. I'm playing Moraoth, they, them. I think Moraoth will dress up as... Moraoth was educated about the concept of like a pair of people doing a costume thing. And so they were like going to do a pair with Gus's costume, but the wires kind of got crossed. So they dressed up as a poster that advertises the Skitter Squad instead of one of the members of the Skitter Squad.
That's beautiful.
Oh.
You could just float behind Gus, and Gus could be part of the...
Yeah. You the two of you go to a door and, in a space door and go, space trick or treat. And they open the door and it's just a poster. They think it's just somebody holding a poster up. And then Gus moves.
And it's bugs. It's bugs. Everyone wants the posters to be bugs.
Yeah.
It's a very glittery poster. Haha.
All space future posters are made of bugs. It's a well-known fact.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what most Bathanae do as their day job. Be posters.
Ugh. Well,
it's like a species of the sign twirlers and sandwich board wearers.
oh my god.
This got sad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking of it kind of like in the Flintstones. It's a living.
Yeah. All right, Nick. What is Sloan gonna dress up for Halloween?
I think that. Goodness, I still don't know what Sloan's dressing up as. I guess an old school Galarian pirate instead of a space pirate.
Yeah, a classic pirate.
Yes.
Love
The hat
it.
gets bigger.
Gonna get a fake beard and light like candles on it or like wicks on it on fire or something.
Yes.
Look, this saber doesn't even have any nano ridges. Oh, how quaint.
just carry around an archaic sword. It's like, look, I can't even hurt this child. Whap. Because I imagine everyone has at least a second skin armor. Because it's super affordable.
50 credits is not nothing.
Second skin is like 250 credits. That's
I know, but why would you not want to have a certain amount of protection in addition to having basically just built-in heating and cooling? Like, if you buy it once, it would last your life, basically, if you don't need to go into combat.
Yeah, and at the very least, you can dress your child for the dangers of the world.
Yes, indeed. All right. So last week, something I failed to mention on air was that our players have hit that lofty height of level 12. So I wanted to go around the table and get that one cool thing you picked up at this level, the limit of most Starfinder characters' careers. So let's go in reverse order. Simon, what's a cool thing that Moraoth did this level? You're muted.
So so after last session, when Tom expressed gladness that I hadn't picked up Obnoxious Trickster, I used the respec to pick up Obnoxious Trickster.
Why?
Oh boy.
Because I just love Tom's suffering.
Very nice.
But with my level 12, I just increased my fly speed a little bit.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. What about a Sloan?
Oh, you're gonna love Sloan's too. Sloan got improved uncanny mobility. I never provoke any attacks of opportunity, ever.
Sloan doesn't even know what those are.
Yes. I was tired of being smacked with things, and now I'm even harder to smack. Not because I have great AC, no, because I am just so fast.
Quick like a fox. That Sloan is. Okay. Well, how about Auntie Nuna at level 12? What'd you do?
Auntie Nuna picked up You've Got This. So basically, if an ally within 60 feet fails an acrobatics check as a reaction, I can allow them to re-roll the check using my modifier, which is pretty good. 18. So
Specifically just acrobatics, though? That's weird.
yeah, it's acrobatics and athletics, but I don't have any ranks in athletics. And I have a -8 to that. So
I see.
Oh wow.
Well, not -8, but her stat is 8, so it's a -2.
Gotcha. It's a -1.
-1, yeah.
Yeah.
She's an old lady. Strength, not her thing.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Does she even lift?
She does not.
Yeah, I mean, even in her heyday, she wouldn't have been very athletic. She would have been definitely more acrobatic, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's remained spry.
That's good. That's like, man, short tangent. My grandpa is 89 years old. For his last birthday, he did like 50 push-ups before he had a slice of birthday cake because people challenged him to. That man yeah, exactly right. Like that man is more fit than I am right now and probably ever will be. So yes, older people can still absolutely be fit, and it is awesome to see. All right, Leif. You didn't tell me what Ketch is going to do, so I don't know if the spirit on the other side of this camera is going to be able to tell me what Ketch did for level 12. So
just guess wildly, Tom. You know.
No, we've already got improved overcharge, so it can't be that.
We'll just make things up.
Don't make me actually talk. I'm really hungover, guys.
So Catch multi-classed into Envoy.
My god.
No, I actually did tell you, Tom, just yesterday what I did.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Yeah. So who's the liar now?
Message. Yeah, you took Engineer's Eye, which is basically, it's Trap Sense. Ketch now has Trap Sense, but also for the Starship, for the Severance package. So that's pretty cool. And then last but not least, I almost said last but least, that would have been very rude. Last but certainly not least, Gus. Jet, what did Gus do at level 12?
So I got a new Nanosite Knack, and what this one does, well, this one's called 1,000 Stitches. I can, as a standard action, now just treat deadly wounds. And if I succeed, I restore 2 hit points per CR of the creature I'm treating. And if I exceed by 5, I get to add Constitution and Intelligence together on top of that.
That's really cool.
My level 12 Prole ability allowed me to give an insight bonus to 3 different skills that are related to my primary profession skill. So I'm even better at athletics, physical science, and engineering. One of which is useful because everyone else pretty much has the others on lock.
Nice.
And then I realized that I forgot to give myself forgot to improve my skills at level 11. So now I got to do 2 levels worth of skills, or I did them and then roll 20 forgot them.
I've heard that as a thing occasionally. I haven't experienced it myself, but okay, all right.
Hey, sorry I'm late, guys. Glad you started without me.
Oh,
Leif, where have you been?
Yeah, there's been a spooky ghost on your camera.
I thought that was Leif.
Spooky
With your
ghost.
exact voice.
I literally just turned my camera on. What are you guys talking about?
The Halloween house. My font.
Well, thank God that's over. I'm sure that won't come back to haunt us. So, last time, there's my notes. Last time on Fly Free or Die, our crew of free-flying traders attempted to land on Ori, homeworld of the Phantomites. After some clever maneuvering to avoid a 4-month-long wait, the Severance package and her crew set down on a floating island. Their contact tried to warn them as the crew was ambushed by a group of Jun assassins. A long and bloody fight with these assailants saw Sloan and Gus both go down. After completing the job and getting paid, the crew resigned themselves to the fact that this was not going to be sustainable. Something must be done about Sinjin and his bounties on their heads. So they put those heads, those be-bountied heads, together. After doing a deep dive on the crime boss, the clues all seemed to point to one place. Smuggler's Moon would be the ideal spot to spring a trap on the paranoid drow. And with that, they set off. So, That is where we're going to pick up with Smuggler's Moon looming over the surrounding forest of its moon, like a massive stone pyramid. So, quick reminder on where we are. We're on the moon of Aetherm. The PDF has like one or two typos where they call it antherm, like the word anthem, but with an R in there, and it has irrevocably messed up my head knowledge of what this place is called. But it is Aetherm, or Aetherm. We'll call it Aetherm. That's easier to say. Aetherm is home to Smuggler's Moon, which is the port, but Aetherm is the moon. And then they all orbit a nameless, barren wasteland of a planet below. Yes,
name it
but
Steve.
Smuggler's Moon. Smuggler's Moon and the moon it sits on is Aetherm is lush and verdant with life. So very interesting.
I'll say it again, lush.
Lush. It is lush. So
You calling me a lush?
I didn't say you were a lush. Is your name Aetherm? So I will remind you all of the moon, the map of Smuggler's Moon. You can see this as you're approaching. Ignore the barren, sort of rocky surroundings of it. I think that's just to like distinguish the spaceport from the surrounding location. But it is surrounded by
portals.
Yes. And all of those names will make more sense as you're going. But yeah, there you can see just barely seems to be a line of greenery around, dear listener, picture a D8 standing on one tip. It's two pyramids, one on top of the other. So around the middle of the D8 structure of this whole spaceport is a line of greenery that seems to be on an outdoor balcony. So that's cool. You do see some starships and little hover cars and whatnot buzzing around Smuggler's Moon. It seems to be a pretty active place. And on top, you do see an enclosed in transparent aluminum palatial sort of estate kind of thing on the tip of the pyramid. So that is what you see as you are hailed by what appears to be traffic control. Hello, approaching vessel. This is Capria of Smuggler's Moon Traffic Control. Please identify yourselves.
We're the seventh package requesting docking.
Short pause. You are cleared to land. Please head to landing pad 17C and see your greeter for further information.
Thank you. Much obliged.
Looking more
Captain.
friendlier than I expected.
Yes. Captain, what is our cover story? We have to get in character.
I'm not sure we need one. Everyone here is on the wrong side of the law somehow.
We're smugglers, and we're here to get a job.
Okay, that should be very easy.
Well, we're here to ask Dregor for help after we turn off all the communications.
No, we're smugglers, and we're here to ask for Gregor's help, but our cover is we're smugglers, and we're here to get a job.
Okay, and we're not going to talk about supplanting him as ruler of this rock.
Openly, no.
Assuming
Keep that under your, hat.
We have many hats.
assuming we've done our due diligence and scanned this thing, I think we'd be a little less given to supplanting entire governments when there's literally thousands of security on the station.
Yes, sad but true. As much as I like my plan of taking over the whole moon.
We'll get you your own planet someday, dear.
We can still go with the plan. We just need to not fight our way through the whole station.
Agreed. Well, we know we just need to bring him a gift, something valuable enough to get his attention. And the signal jammer, we asked Tarika to pick up should do the trick.
But then we won't have it. Didn't we want it for a reason?
Sure, to shut down communication on the station.
But then won't we...
I'm pretty sure Tech built it. Not Tech. Oh my god. Where am I? Who am I?
Or
What the hell is this?
That Catch built. Yes.
Catch built one, yeah. And he's gonna hook it. He's gonna just basically build it right into the ship, because if you have it hooked up to a ship, it increases the range and blah blah blah.
Okay, so if you've got it hooked up into the ship, then it can't be used.
Yeah, then we can't
well,
use it as a bribe.
I guess you could unplug it from the ship afterwards and be like, hey, notice how you've... I shouldn't be doing your plan for you, but, you could just unplug it from the ship after you use it if you want to.
Tom also said we could just use raw BP, I believe.
Well, raw BP to come up with some kind of gift.
Okay.
Like, and then, describe to me the gift that you're going to present to this guy.
Here's a starship cannon, and we set it down pointing at him, and then we push the trigger.
Our other idea was Morath, right? Since he likes collecting weird creatures.
That's true.
The risk is he would say, "Oh yes, this is very nice," and then put us in a zoo.
Yeah, that's kind of the next step.
If we go with the Morath plan, I think we have to kill him then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not immediately.
Yeah, but we need to then spring Morath from the zoo. I mean, we can't just leave them with...
Right, or run away and, end up with a bad reputation here.
Prison. Yeah. It's called prison when they're sentient.
I will say, offering up Morath as an offering will probably get you in the door. If you don't want Morath to be taken from you, there will be trouble probably. So that's an option, but you have other options as well.
Here's our gift.
The high level signal jammer that can shut down communications on his whole moon whenever he has the desire to do so is a pretty good gift for a king.
Definitely for a tyrant.
And I mean, it's not cheap. But we probably will, and we also probably won't need it again necessarily.
Man,
we need it for this point in the story, but it seems like a good dual purpose.
I'm so bad at this. What do you get a horrible despot that has everything?
What do you get for the tyrant who wants for nothing?
We can get him a really sweet hot tub.
He's probably already got dozens of sweet hot tubs.
Not one that was made by Catch.
If you all are, still searching because you're not sure, Nick is correct. The signal jammer will make a fine gift for the king if that's the way you want to go with it.
Didn't we need that for something?
Yeah, to shut down communication. So, I was saying we should shut down communication. Be like, hey, look what we did. We shut down communication on your whole moon. We need your help. We'll let you have this thing that we used to shut down all the communication if you help us.
I like where your head's at.
Then we've done the thing we set out to do.
Yes.
Sure, let's go with that plan.
You did a demonstration, which is always the best way to, pitch things to people.
We've got his attention because we shut down communications on his whole moon.
Mm-hmm. And he responds with the Leo DiCaprio meme of you had my attention, now you have my interest. Kind of. Yes.
Is Dragor actually played by Leo?
You
That's
wish.
how I'm gonna picture him now. I mean,
special guest star to non-standard action. Come on out, Leo.
Oh man.
Jesus.
Might literally die.
You didn't warn me. We have to do a new layout real quick.
No, it's okay. He'll be sharing my camera with me. He's here in person.
Oh, nice.
Dear, great personal friend to me.
big fan of the show.
Longtime fan since series 1.
And now Leo has officially shown up on both shows that we have running concurrently.
At least in mention.
Finn looks like Leonardo DiCaprio canonically.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so have you chosen your gift?
Yes.
I like
All right.
other plan too.
Oh, what other plan? I thought the
No,
plan
the-
was the
The
demo.
original plan being taking over the moon by force. The other plan being
We can
jamming
do
their
that
signal
second.
and
We can do
giving
that
them a
second.
hammer.
Yeah, we can leave that as a backup plan.
Yeah, we can come back later. That's how we retire.
Maybe he'll want to retire. I'll just make myself his protege.
You could be the
I thought
Dread
the movie
Pirate
is
Dragor.
Yeah, I'm not even the real Dread Pirate Gregor. My name's Cummerbund.
Smuggler's Moon is a lovely place. Okay, so you're given some simple
Unusual
instructions.
ties? I don't think they exist.
You're
I
given some
apologize.
simple instructions to land on one platform of many on the outside of the strangely shaped building. Once on the landing pad, you can dock your ship, park it, lock it, what have you. You are greeted outside your ship by a Demai who introduces themselves as Rianri.
Do we have a picture?
No.
Okay, can we have a
Demai-
description of the Demai? Because I don't.
Demai are effectively they are humanoid. They're from the planet of Dimalco, which is the planet of Titans. The Kyokor specifically are these great big Titans. Demai is a planet, or Dimalco rather, is a planet in near space. But anyway, none of this is describing the actual Demai to you. I just love Starfinder lore. Demai are like blue-skinned humanoids, effectively.
Okay.
They're effectively blue humans, blumens, if you will.
I will.
And
They evolved
No.
to live underground because the surface of their planet is uninhabitable.
Yeah.
like you do. And
Mhm.
so then they are medium size?
Yes. Yep. Medium.
A
If
blue
they
man,
were
gotcha.
if they were blue human onion hybrids, they would be bloomin' onions. Sorry, end of joke. Continue.
All right.
Well played. Well played.
Well, they smile chipperly at you and say, "Welcome to Smuggler's Moon," gesturing at the complex interior of the building through the door to your landing pad. "The realm of Dregor, our proud and fearless king. These ramps lead to other guest wings and their accompanying landing pads. Please stay out unless invited. You can also take the ramps down to Concourse, which is where you'll find all the amenities Smuggler's Moon has to offer. Stop for a meal at the restaurant, drink at the bar, take in a performance, or buy, sell, and trade. Surrounding Concourse is, they're just, walking you through a spiel, effectively, that it is obvious they've done many, many times. Surrounding Concourse is an outdoor conservatory that's open to visitors free of charge. Please note that theft or harm of the conservatory's flora and fauna is strictly prohibited. If you would like to rent personal quarters on the docking pad, we offer very reasonable rates per room, as well as starship maintenance workshops right off of your docking pad."
Thank you. We'd like we've actually come to see King Dregor. We need to arrange a visit. Who would be the person to talk to about that?
That would be me. I would be happy to arrange such a visit. Supplicant seeking an audience with His Highness, schedule an appointment and come prepared with an offering. How I can get you in there within the hour. Would that suit your needs?
Whoa, that's cool.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Perfect.
am I dressed for his kingliness?
Oh, King Dregor sees all kinds here. Do not worry about any ceremony other than, of course, treating him with great respect.
I must say, I'm very pleased to hear that it's a lot easier to get an audience with Dregor than I was anticipating. We're just used to having to deal with these corporate types. It's good to be back among thieves.
They rather give you a small chuckle and say, "Well, why don't you hand off the gift to me, your offering to King Dregor, and I will see to it that it gets up to him for your meeting with him."
We'd really prefer to give it to him ourselves.
Yes, it's not that kind of gift.
Oh, well, the thing is, it helps with King Dregor's sort of estimation of whether or not he wants to meet with you to have the gift ahead of time.
Pull the lever.
Tech presses some, or god damn. Ketch presses some buttons on his little rig and turns on the signal jammer. And he's not going to be able to do this without direct access to it, so he's going to have to go back to the ship.
Oh.
Actually, that's not right. Hold on, I'll pull it up. Keep going, though.
Okay. So all communication will go down on the moon. Rianri will sort of, look down at their data pad and be like, most impressive. Well, I think that demonstration will. Well, first of all, I'm going to have to ask you to turn that off so I can, interface with King Dregor's scheduling. But I assure you, he will have gotten that particular message if that was your intention.
All right, Catch. Turn it off. Tell him if he wants to keep his communications active, he should meet with us.
Or take a
Perhaps
chance.
we'll be able to gift him the use after we're done.
Well, I was planning on scheduling you a meeting to begin with, but all right, I will pass along the message. And they will lead you out of your wing to a wide ramp that winds around the hollow interior of Smuggler's Moon, ascending to the left and descending to the right. Just imagine it, going around the entire interior of the moon with various access skywalks periodically connecting this ramp to a central glass elevator, as well as portals to the outside, like to landing pads like your own. Concourse, you see, can show you a map of now. And Rianri will also send you all both of these maps to your personal data pads as well, so you can have this information handy. Concourse is located on the widest level, the center of the D8, if you will, the widest level of Smuggler's Moon. This is where visitors congregate to eat, carouse, socialize, and trade. Completely encircling Concourse is the conservatory, a wide outdoor balcony filled with exotic flora and fauna. Beneath Concourse are maintenance levels, employee residences, and ground level exits accessible through a service stairwell. As you all are walking along, Rianri will tell you a bit about the population of the place and how things generally sort of work. Most visitors to Smuggler's Moon are people from all walks of life looking for a fresh start, or at the very least, looking for a safe place to trade, make connections, and lay low. King Dregor acknowledges no other rulers or governments and allows neither bounty hunters nor law enforcement to make arrests or stake claims in his domain.
Yeah.
Murder and theft are not tolerated. I take it you all might be in some trouble out there then. She, they side eye Marayoth as they go, yay.
We can neither confirm nor deny.
I shouldn't have asked. My apologies. But you should know that visitors that murder, steal from, or try to arrest or capture other visitors have their starships impounded and face King Dregor's justice. So, they will deposit you on Concourse, on sort of ground floor for where you all have access to, and say that they'll schedule the meeting with King Dregor for within the hour and to not go too far, so that you can meet them at the glass elevator in the central, you see, by Aetherm's bounty. There it is, Antherm's bounty, or is it Aetherm? You know what? Well, it says Antherm on the map, but everywhere else it's Aetherm. So
Depends on your accent.
Yeah. Well, it's not going to be in Book 2, Merchants of the Void. It's definitely going to be in Book 6,
Aetherm is
though.
the below
Aetherm.
levels. Antherm is the above levels.
There are 14 instances of Aetherm, and there are one instance of Anthem. Yeah, it's literally just the map that is pronking me up, which is silly. But yes, you see the glass elevator in the center around Atherm's bounty. Oh boy. So yes,
I'm just
looking at this
forgotten how to
map.
talk now.
No, it's all gone. You have at this point probably about an hour before your meeting with King Gregor. What would you all like to? What do you want to do?
All right, guys, let's see what kind of exotic food slurries they have here.
Yay! I've only got like 200 credits, but let's do this. Also, Gus will like reconfigure his clothes because he wears reconfigurable clothing. He's now in his cowboy outfit.
Okay.
Gus, what is Gus's name when he's in his cowboy outfit?
No, this is just his cowboy outfit. He didn't put on the hollow skin.
Yes.
I thought Gus was a cowboy, though, like just as a rule.
Okay, it's a drover outfit technically.
Oh right, I remember now.
Yes. Cowboy Gus, the cowboy. The cowboy. Cowboy boy? Anyway.
Cowboy boy.
Cowboy boy. So looking around the whatchamacallit, the concourse. I'll just sort of generally describe these areas to you. Beguile, starting from left to right. Beguile is an open stage area. You see sort of not stadium seating, but if you've ever been to like, I'm picturing it as sort of like at a Ren fair or something where they have those outdoor theaters with a like, oh, an amphitheater. That's what I'm thinking of. It's like a sort of sci-fi-esque amphitheater looking thing where there's benches and chairs arranged in that area, all pointing toward a nice stage. You've already heard about the ramp. The commons are filled with pretty much any kind of alien race. You name it, there's probably at least one of them here. There are thousands of people milling about the commons. Picture sort of like convention floors kind of thing. Just a lot of people talking, generally looking pretty sketchy. Like everybody here looks relatively sketchy. They all look relatively happy too, though. Like nobody's getting. There aren't a lot of fights breaking out or anything like that.
It's Good Neighbor from Fallout 4.
Sure. There's Telvar's ward, which is a medical facility. Maybe that'll come in handy. Who knows? Apex. I want to say Apex is an augmentation clinic. You can see there's a couple of shops that sell pretty much any amenities that you might need, including weapons and armor and stuff like that. Then Atherm's Bounty is a bar, like I said, and yeah, we'll get more into descriptions of those and people and such later. But for now, as you all have walked around, we'll fast forward to your meeting with the king, King Gregor. So,
I hope he has a fancy hat.
Oh man, he has to have the
Better not be
fanciest hat.
fancier than my hat.
No, it's got to be
You'll have to
fancier
find
than
out.
yours because if we kill him, then you take it.
That's fair. And then
That
I would
is
have
the
a
rule
bigger
of
hat.
pirate. Yeah.
Whoever has the biggest
So-
hat is king.
Go ahead and you head to the glass elevator at the center of the concourse. In short order, you're brought up the elevator by a group of Marikoi guards. In your time in the hour before this as well, you noticed the security forces here seem to be exclusively Marikoi, which are in turn the monkey people with bug eyes.
That have like a gajillion genders.
Yes. There are definitely more than two. I don't remember how many off the top of my head.
As we're all riding up the elevator
7.
formation.
Oh,
Catch,
Nick said 7. I spoke over you. Sorry.
as we're riding up the elevator, Ketch turns to Marayoth and says, "So, Marayoth, why did you leave the home planet?"
Are we doing a bit?
No, this was legitimately just me riffing off of Rex from
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, we are doing a bit.
Every time we ride in an elevator, we have to initiate meaningless banter.
Not meaningless banter. There was a lot of good backstory
There
in those
actually was a lot of good
banters.
backstory, right?
We were adopted by heartless capitalists. How about you?
I'm Captain Ryder, and this is my favorite spot on Smuggler's Moon.
Oh my god. So,
I was an
You,
adventurer, but I was shot in the knee. No.
then I had my arm ripped off, and then I became an adventurer.
Yeah, I'm acting like you.
Uh,
I got my arms ripped off.
Yeah. So you go to you arrive, you ascend to the palace at the top, and you see King Dregor's throne room is more garden than palace. As the elevator doors open, you see four tall trees in the corners of this throne room rise up to a 30-foot high ceiling. Plants and exotic flowers ring the room's perimeter, and holograms of an idyllic forest vista play across the walls, broken only by the presence of 6 Miracoy guards and various hallways that lead deeper into the palace. Decorative tiles pave the way forward, where a Patra in dark robes stands holding a datapad. Behind her, a stairway leads up to a stone platform 15 feet in the air. Atop this dais, on an elaborately carved wooden throne, reclines the infamous King Dregor. Brown-furred with a jagged scar across his snout, the formidable uplifted bear wears armor crafted from the hide of a mighty Dimalco colossus. Leaning against his throne are his weapons, an enormous frostmaul and a xenolash. Atop his head rests a crown of vibrant flowers.
Nice. Wait, what? Flowers?
That's awesome.
Yeah, flowers.
That is very. That's
All right.
boss.
Flanking him are a pair of winterborn Rhyphorians dressed in revealing silks, the infamous battle flowers of Triaxis.
Oh god.
Awesome. He's already got flanking. Let's get him.
Wait, that's not the plan.
Tom.
Yeah, I mean, Auntie Nuna will not give you get 'em for that.
Did we have a
Gus, Jet.
did we have a chance to stop at one of the shops?
Sure.
Simon, real
like we
quick
had an hour.
question. Would Moraoth loan Gus 150 credits?
Sure. You can just have it.
Okay. I'm going to spend the last of my money plus those credits that Simon got me. I'm getting Sloan a holographic Sashimoto, and I want it to be like, I want it to look like a giant Dr. Whovian scarf that matches the knit socks, and I want it like floating up and around Sloan dramatically in a wind that's not there.
Okay.
It just feels right.
We love that.
She needs to make a dramatic
approve of
entrance.
this. Yeah, that's great. King Dregor. I neglected to show you. Well, here are the Miracoy guards, because I do have art for that.
Very cool.
Yeah, and then here is
They do not look like they should be pronked with.
No.
King Dregor himself.
Oh god, he's so cool.
It is Bear
Yeah.
Week here on Standard Action.
Yeah, nothing but bears.
Nothing but uplifted bears. Yes. So the king grumbles, looking aggressive and bored somehow at the same time. More beggars? Come then, kneel before Dregor and don't waste my time. You have my attention, so speak.
King Dregor, we come seeking your help. We understand that your moon is a safe haven for those who might have gotten on the wrong side of powerful people. We need your help to get out from under one such terrible individual.
He nods impressively and says, "Well, go on then. Who is it that you wish to hide from here?"
Well, you see, we're honest smugglers, Your Majesty. But we appear to have gotten on the wrong side of the Golden League and Sinjin in particular. You might have heard of him.
I am aware of Sinjin, yes. And the League.
Well, we have reason to believe we could lure him here, but we don't want to run afoul of your rules.
You were wise to make this request of me before starting it. Some kind of fight with Sinjin. I don't know. What do you want to ask me?
We'd like your permission to lure him here and deal with this bounty he's put on us. We brought
Specifics of the plan TBD.
Not helping, Maria.
Certainly, you can't expect me to break my kingdom's paramount rule for you just because you got me some signal jammer. I admit it was a neat trick to knock out the communications of the moon. However, my kingdom has survived as long as it has with relative peace because of the rules. Why don't you... We're going to need a diplomacy check, don't roll, as well as some words on what is being said to convince this bear to allow you to borrow his kingdom as a trap. Before the diplomacy check, what is anybody make me a sense motive check in this social encounter?
I would like to borrow a cup of your kingdom.
Do you have a kingdom cup to spare? And for no reason in particular, why don't I bring you all to this map so you can sort of see a little closer?
Mm-hmm.
They had to have intentionally made him look vaguely Jabba-esque with the way his neck is.
You're in Jabba's palace right now. That's what this is.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, Nuna, Sloan. My goodness, Sloan with a 40 on the sense motive. But Nuna and Sloan both can tell from interacting with this bear. You realize that you might be able to appeal to Dregor's pride as you make your plea. This will give you a +2 circumstance bonus to your diplomacy check. Additionally, for every the AP gives me BP, but I'm a kind of benevolent GM, and since you spent credits on your signal jammer, and I think that was a good plan, I will say for every 5,000 your signal jammer cost, I will give you a +1. How many credits did your signal jammer cost?
It's 14 squared times 100, 19,600. You said for each 5,000.
Yeah, so that'll be another +3. So far you've got a +5 circumstance bonus to this. So in addition to that, of course, any and all of you can aid. I think I don't know. I'm going to say that I think it makes the most sense for Sloan to be the lead on this check as your captain. I don't know if you all agree with me or not, but
I agree.
Okay. Then why don't we get some aids before Sloan makes her final sort of case here to Dregor.
That's a 30.
All right, that's one aid.
If I can aid, then I do.
This is untrained. Yes, so that's a +4 from Gus. Total of +9 to your check.
Yeah, so Marayath is not going to try to roll, but Marayath will wants to, I guess, in the party line, say maybe we should mention that we will. We know that there's some people in Smuggler's Moon, right? Like Sheoth and
starts with an R, doesn't it?
You found Zeldern as well. Zeldern, Sinjin's cousin, as well as Sheoth, the tattoo artist.
Yeah. Do we think that bringing up those would help our case at all? I guess it might actually hurt our case because they've been behaving well. So, okay, yes. Mariah says nothing. That's the best way to help.
Okay, I mean, you can't hurt by aiding, but if you don't think that Mariah would aid, that's fine.
Yeah, so Mariah will press the diplomacy button.
Nope.
Prize.
And
Got real close.
Well, they're about to like shed some light on these like innocent civilians that were planning to draw into this trap, and then someone will step on their foot, step on one of the bugs, and then they'll stop talking.
Oh. All right.
You like stomping on bugs.
Oh, catch AIDS.
Man.
Nope.
No catch aid. All right. So this is a total of +9 to this diplomacy check. Sloan, why don't you
Beautiful.
go ahead and make me a check?
Well, Your Majesty, you see, you maintained peace here so long and so well by making sure no one could get tracked here with a bounty on their head. And it's even, and St. John surely with his pride will send bounty hunters here after us. What better way to secure your reputation as a fair and benevolent ruler than by helping us take down this horrible tyrant? It's a 25 plus 9 is 34.
That is not going to be enough. He doesn't seem convinced.
What?
I think you have rerolls, though.
Yes, you can reroll with your.
What if I wrestle him?
Do we have rerolls? This isn't. It's almost a negotiation.
You have you have the Mark III improvisation adornment, don't you?
Oh,
That gives you a reroll of diplomacy, bluff, or intimidate. Yeah, that was given to you by the
basically
Shirin in episode 1 of this series, or this book. Oh,
I don't have it written down, but I will re-roll it and write that down, I suppose.
Did someone else take it?
I don't think anybody else in the party would have.
Anybody else would have taken it.
Okay. We were given a reroll as well.
We might
All right.
have to use it because that's only 2 higher. That is a
The good
5
news
on the die.
is that +2 was all you needed because
Yay!
you in a moment of semi-prescience, you sort of think about how you were going to phrase one thing, and you switch up the wording on it, perhaps. And Dregor laughs as he considers you and says, "I'll not risk my kingdom on a stranger's word. A test of skill is required. If you're capable of besting the Golden League, surely my forces will be nothing to you. Face my guards in trial by combat. If you overcome my minions, you are worthy of my help. If not," and the king grins wickedly, "we'll find something else to do with you, I suppose."
Oh, let me get Nuna's points all the way up, and all right, he's ready for battle.
Morale surges into the air, gleaming with purple light.
Assuming you all accept, yes.
A fair compromise. We would be happy to prove ourselves.
Don't worry, this is what we do.
That is what we do.
Well then, begin! And he claps his massive paws. As he does, a great shimmering force field erupts around his throne, at the same time as his 6 Marikoi guards draw their staves and take combat stances. Let's roll some
We
initiative.
draw our weapons and take combat stances.
You know,
yes,
do you,
you can
do you know
all
how
write yes.
you know how close I was to giving Gus a battle ribbon on this level up? It was probably going to be like a piece of spaghetti.
Yes, Avon.
Eddie.
I pulled you up to 10, Simon.
Thanks for the +1, buddy.
Did Gus not end up on the initiative tracker? I clicked on my token. Oh, I know why. I goofed.
You done goofed.
I did done goof. I'll fix it though.
All right, so yes, to be clear, everybody can have their weapons out, but no pre-casting of abilities or anything like that.
Got it.
All right. A good, fair fight. So, yes. All right. We have rolled just a lot of initiative, and surprising perhaps a lot of us, Catch, you are the first to go in this combat.
My brain's not working so fast today.
Oh no.
Why did I have to? The one time I didn't want to go first.
You can always delay and let the Marikoi guards go first.
Oh.
True.
No, I'm just gonna make you guys sit here and look at my beautiful face while I try and figure out what. I swear I have something for this.
Probably.
I'm actually Tina Belcher for Halloween.
I get that reference. Do you dive for cover inside so that you aren't attacked by 4 Marikoi?
Who has said anything about 4 Marikoi?
I'm just saying Catch is on this like particularly vulnerable side of this little square.
This is great for physical combat, not big shooty combat.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
Snipers hate King Dregor's court.
The ceilings are 30 feet high. I know everybody in this party can fly at this point.
This is true. I'll spend all of my move action to get 30 feet into the air. All of my full action to get 30 feet in the air.
All right.
How high did
Easy
you say
peasy.
30 feet?
30 feet. Your head gently bumps against the ceiling as you hit 30 feet. Okay. Mark it thusly on your token, and we will go with orange. Marikoi guard, the orange, is going to, as a swift action, enter a battle range and step forward as he draws a staff and whips it at Gus with blinding speed. And that's only going to be a 21 to hit your EAC, though, Gus.
That'll miss.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you just got that shiny new armor. Red is going to similarly. They're all going to fly into a battle rage. I'm not going to say that every single time. Red, I'm going to say Marayoth could not fly into the air just yet because we all drew weapons and Ketch just spent his whole turn flying upwards. So.
But I can draw weapons while I move.
I know, buddy, but the Marikoi didn't charge you while they were drawing weapons. So I'm going to get one hit on you, maybe, and then you can fly up after I get an attack of opportunity on you. So that's a 33, anyway, versus your KAC.
Hit.
Please take 23 bludgeoning damage as this staff swipes through your swarm and smashes several bugs.
Taken.
J-Rock, this is a trial by combat to prove to King Dregor that the free-flying traders are worthy of his help. And more importantly, capable of taking down the Golden League and whoever they'll send. But yes, so that is the Marikoi Guard's turn. Auntie Nuna, it is your turn now.
All right, Auntie Nuna is going to activate her I'm just a little old lady Arquan horns.
You've gotten
And,
so much use out of those.
I mean,
Yeah, she uses them because we don't have a lot of fights every day is the thing. Usually it's like, one fight a day. And
Yep.
that makes it really good for once a day powers.
And
Okay, so
she'll
that's
look.
standard.
Yep, and she'll look at what's their face? Marikoi the
Marikoi.
green over here, and say, "Really want to try and fight us? Think about how embarrassing it'll look if you lose, and I'd much, when you lose, I might want to keep an eye on your so-called allies." And that's a so discontent.
All right, go ahead and make me a bluff check.
All right,
See if he's able to feint against that enemy.
Alternative wording. I'm sure it might be kind of impressive to beat up us, but what if you beat up us and all of your friends? Promotions.
Yeah, like I bet you've been trying for that promotion for quite a while.
All right, so
that
they
is a 40.
that of course clears their DC to feint. So I'm going to use this skull and crossbones to represent that they now have no allies and are not considered to be an ally to any other creature until the beginning of your next turn.
Also, I'm gonna spend. Oh wait, nope, never mind. We're good.
Okay. Let's see. The target can't give or receive benefits. In addition, if the target can make an attack of opportunity, they do so even against their former allies. But they also avoid actions that would provoke attacks of opportunity from their former allies. This doesn't otherwise grant you influence over the affected target or make it more positively disposed. Creature tries to. This is a long ability.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. There's just a lot of text to it. So I think because they don't have allies, period. So I think that they are going to, take an action to just attack whoever is closest to them at this point.
Yeah, she's gonna also spend a resolve point to have the effect last for 4 rounds, because that's her charisma modifier.
All right. I've marked it thusly.
All right.
Excellent. A good turn. Sloan Rider, it is now your turn.
Ooh, very nice. Well, let's trick Orange, since they're right here.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. In the spirit of the day, I will take 10. And let's make this one flat-footed. We're in a pretty small space. I presume their CR is less than 16.
Oh, you better hope so.
33 versus flat-footed EAC.
Of course. And
40 points
okay.
of fire damage.
Let me double check. Yeah, we don't have fire resistance. So okay,
Sloan will use her move action to get. Where do I want to be? Let's. I don't want to be too far for the rest of my friends. I have a gust shield here. I would like them not to be in my face. Let's move over by these.
The ceiling has no Miracoy.
Oh yeah, I'll flank.
That worked
Gust
too.
flanking, yeah.
Okay. And,
Without provoking. Just run over there.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, oh well, I'll get my attack. No, I won't because you're level 12 now. So you just never provoke attacks of opportunity ever again.
Not from shooting, not from running about. I guess I would still provoke if I was casting a spell.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Rare is the operative that also casts spells, though. So we've got a Miracoy Guard, the pink, rages, and then is going to charge forward and strike at Auntie Nuna, first making that will saving throw against the glorious horns on her helmet. I got a 25. I'm pretty sure that's going to beat any DC you've got at this level.
Probably.
All right.
Horns.
Yeah,
14
it's
plus my
not going to be...
charisma modifier is 18, yeah.
Okay. Decent DC, but 25 is just, I rolled really well. So, Miracoy, the pink, is indeed going to smack at you with a staff, rolling a natural 1 on the die. So that is going to end his turn. And we are on to Gus Barrett Sinclair. Gus, what weapon has formed from your body this time around?
So at first glance, it looked like Gus was manifesting his plasma sword, but then the hilt just sort of dramatically extended another 5 feet or so, and then this white hot plasma blade erupted from the tip, and I now have a fun White Star Nova Lance, and I'm going to proceed to, it's not unwieldy. I'm going to proceed to full attack this guy that's trapped between me and Sloan.
With a lance?
Yeah.
There's no penalty for attacking with reach.
Definition of unwieldy.
It just has reach, but not unwieldy.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
But I'm
Ooh.
pretty sure I missed, probably.
The 17, absolutely. The 25 versus EAC, let's double check. Oh yeah, 25 is going to clear their EAC, no problem.
So 41 electric and fire damage as I just skewer them on a lance of white hot plasma.
Yeah, and you hear sizzling flesh and the smell of burning fur as you stab into this Marikoi, who grunts in pain. Marayoth, it is now your turn.
Marayoth will swirl into the air like they tried to do last time, using acrobatics to avoid provoking an attack opportunity twice. I'll just press this button twice.
Oh, those are pretty low.
Yeah, well, they're both +4 because Spath and Air.
All right, so let's take 29. Well, the 27, so 31 is what it becomes. It's 15 plus 1.5 times CR, and my CR is that number. So the first one clears it, and 25 is 29. The DC is that. You meet the DC the second time, so you actually make the way both times.
All right, so I fly up to the up to 5, I guess. Where's that wing? There it is. And then what do I do with myself up here? Which color? Use that standard. Let's blind pink.
Blind is great.
Dirty trick.
Oh, it's a tricky dirty trick now. Obnoxious, that's right. It's an obnoxious dirty trick now.
Yeah.
Which is aptly named as Pink is blinded by not the light, but certainly blinded by something.
Darkness, which is honestly pretty common for darkness.
Yeah. So, yes, Pink is blinded, and we will move on to guard the blue. Okay. Blue is going to see what happened to Marayoth. Well, what Marayoth just did, and Blue is actually gonna Blue's gonna take out a crossbolter and take a shot at Marayoth instead. That is a 28 to hit your KAC, Marayoth.
Oh, misses by 1.
Oh. Okay, well, that's their turn. Green is going to, let's see. Green will also pull out a crossbolter and start firing wildly at Marayoth. That's a 21.
So obnoxious. Oh, 21 also misses.
Yeah, be prepared to draw some aggro if you're going to go around blinding allies and stuff.
But Gus is going around drilling out people's entrails.
Well, yeah, but he's already got a guy on him.
All right.
2 out of 6 people shooting at the flyer is not.
Yeah.
Purple is going to, let's see. Purple will charge into the fray, and I think Purple's going to get right up in Gus's face and attack. Oh, well, Purple can actually go here and flank, so he won't provoke the attack of opportunity by moving in. Although, no, I guess he would because you've got reach. So, Gus, please make an attack of opportunity on Purple, and you can unmute as well.
Yes, I do. And I just thought of this because I was leveling up Gus last night after I got home at like midnight because I've had a busy week. I feel like the lance, the blade, instead of a plasma blade, it's a spiral of plasma, and I want it to be a rainbow again because I missed the rainbow blade.
Rainbows are fun. I've decided rainbows are one of my favorites. Wow. 29 to hit for 36 electric and fire. Man, that 7d4 is aggressively average. The mean comes out very frequently. Yeah, no, it's great. It's really good. Okay, so after their temp HP is gone, they lose this much. Okay. And then they are going to attack you with their staff with flanking. A 34 to hit your KAC.
That will hit.
For 25 bludgeoning damage. And that is Purple's turn. We are back to Ketch, who is flying high in the sky.
Boost round. Move action to activate Miracle Worker. Standard action to cast Overcharge Weapon.
All right, Ketch prepares to murk someone. And we move on to Orange, who is flat-footed. Orange is going to... Oh, man. Orange has been hit by both of you. So Orange is going to roll. Odd is Gus, even is Sloan. Even is Sloan. Orange is going to wheel around after getting stabbed by Gus, probably a little disoriented at this point, and try to swing at Sloan with that stun staff. That is a 26 versus your KAC.
26, you say? Will miss.
I do say. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, and then that's Orange. Red is going to... Well, Marayoth flew into the air. So Red will... Red steps in here, and Red is going to take a swipe at Auntie Nuna after making a will save, and hopefully making the will save. That's a 24. Sorry, Auntie Nuna. And I'm going to smack you with a staff now.
So unfair.
Yep. It lets out a whoop as it steps forward, the Marikoid guard. They do. And hit you with a 31 with flanking. 31 versus CAC for a total of 24 bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
And yeah. And good news is it's your turn now.
Well, Auntie Nuna is going to... If she flies, does she trigger an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Damn.
2, although one of them would be at a 50% mischance.
Yeah. She's going to use... So she needs acrobatics to move through an opponent's square, yeah?
Yes, it would be DC 20 plus 1.5 times their CR, which is a hefty DC at this level.
Okay, never mind. All right, then she's just going to be, guys, get him on Red.
All right.
And she's gonna tell Purple, are you sure you can trust your friends? They might have your back now, but, well, they might also be thinking to advance their place in the ranks. And so she's going to try and sow discontent on Purple.
All right. Give me that bluff check.
All right, bluff check. How'd you do?
That I will tell you, that's not going to do it.
Yeah. So she also has an ability called
Convincing Liar.
Yes, Convincing Liar. Now I probably should have called that I was going to not roll my expertise die.
Well, that's okay. I'll let you, because you have it built into the bluff roll, but like as a separate thing. I'll let you just look at the bluff check first and decide whether or not you want to roll it.
I want to try re-rolling that. Although, let's see. Oh, I rolled a 3 on that bluff check. I have a re-roll. I have a re-roll on bluff checks.
Well, Convincing Liar just lets you re-roll it instead of adding your insight bonus. Your insight bonus, right?
Well, at 9th level, I can spend a resolve point to re-roll the check and add the result of my expertise die. So let's do that.
All right. Okay. So go ahead and re-roll that whole thing.
Do over. So now that is a 32. What? 34.
34 is going to make it.
Woohoo! And so she's going to spend, I'm going to be a big spender here. I'm going to spend 2 resolve points. So 1 for that reroll and then 1 for making that last for 4 more rounds.
Okay. All right. So now purple has
no
no
allies.
friends. Okay. Sloan Rider.
Oh, I'm muted. All right, let's get orange again. We'll take 10. We'll keep him flat-footed. If he lives, 19 versus flat-footed EAC.
19 versus flat-footed EAC is, oh gosh. That's gonna meet. That's gonna meet.
Nice. 33 points of fire damage. And he's flat-footed until next round if he's still standing.
He is. Okay.
Alrighty. Sounds good. And then since I don't need to move, let's intimidate him for good measure.
Oh, sure. Just,
To do a demoralize. Oh, it's only a 26 though. Probably not gonna do it.
No, that will not. You'd be shocked at how close that was, but no. All right. So that is Sloane's turn. Now Pink is blind. I think Pink is going to just swing blindly at Auntie Nuna because of the nature of this. So 50% mischance. Let's roll that first. High is good. I want high on the D100. I got low. So Pink swing and a miss as they flail at you blindly with their staff. And I think that's going to be their turn. And then Gus, it is now your turn.
So I would like to full attack, and I would like to direct my first strike at orange and my second at red.
You can decide after seeing the first attack where the second one goes. So say the first attack misses.
Yeah. Well, I'll just stand by. I'll just.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand what you were doing though. All right. Is that counting flanking?
Yeah.
But it seems that you have a morale bonus.
+2 in there. That is get 'em. But if I were to swing at orange, I would have flanking, and then if I were to swing at red, I would. It's a +2 on us either way.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. All right. So 20 versus flat-footed EAC is going to be a hit. You drop orange. Orange goes down.
Cool.
With that first attack, and then
23 versus EAC for red, which should.
Yes.
We're doing
that should hit.
damage, right?
Huh?
We're doing non-lethal damage, right? Or are we just murdering this guy's guards?
He just said fight him. He didn't say keep him alive.
Yeah, with America using non-lethal.
That is something that I should have mentioned. They are using non-lethal damage, actually. So
you just murdered a guard.
Yeah, no, that's on me for not mentioning that they were using non-lethal weapons.
Does King Drager seem annoyed by this, or?
Not particularly. He sees, he sort of impassively looks on as Gus just cuts down one of his guards. Going forward, if you all would like to do non-lethal damage, if you think that's a choice your characters would make, that is awesome. If not, that's also awesome. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I would let you, tell you what. If you want to have been doing non-lethal damage, we'll keep these rolls. It'll just be the second attack hits, the first attack misses orange, if you'd like to do that instead, if you think that's what Gus would be doing.
Yeah, if they were doing non-lethal, then yes, Gus would be doing it in kind. So the first one would miss, orange would not drop, and then I don't know if a 23 minus 4, 19 versus EAC would hit red. I think that hit for... No, that probably wouldn't.
What I'm offering is that you could direct the second attack towards orange.
Oh.
Unless Gus really wants to just hit red.
We'll direct it at orange. It non-lethally bring them down, hopefully.
Yes, you non-lethally bring down orange. Sorry for all the retconning and sort of backtracking and stuff. That was something that I should have mentioned. The Marikoi do not do lethal damage.
I non-lethally incinerate them.
Yes, I imagine with a plasma ribbon, it's probably you're hitting them with, like the superheated haft of the weapon, which still does the energy and fire or electricity and fire damage, but doesn't kill them. Okay, so orange goes down. So that's Gus's turn. Marayoth, what would you like to do?
Marayoth will activate a gravity pulse as a move action, and then do. So I should have asked this at the time, but when I did the dirty trick against Pink, did I beat their KAC by 5 or more?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it was like a 27.
27,
right?
yes. It
was a wow, look at me. KAC, no.
Okay.
You did not beat the KAC by 5.
We try again.
Why? What happens if you beat it by 5?
We'll find out.
They're permanently
tell
blind
me
as
what
he
happens
scoops out
that-
their eyes.
Oh, he's blind for 2 rounds now.
Oh, wow, okay. Oh, so it still only lasts 1 turn.
Also,
Sorry. Basically...
It lasts 2 turns until he removes it as a standard. Or until he removes it as a standard.
Gotcha, whichever happens first. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so
Also,
let me...
in the spirit of fairness, Green's timer for having no allies is.
Thank you. Yes,
Counts
you
down
are
by
correct. Thank you. Okay, so that's Marayoth. They blind Pink for 2 rounds now. Marikoi Guard the blue is going to keep shooting at Marayoth. Dual crossbolter attack. 34 will be 19 piercing damage.
Got it.
As 2 big crossbow bolts sort of rip through Marayoth's cohesion. And Green is going to, let's see. Green will take its crossbow bolter, and we're going to roll red, Nuna, and Pink this time. Pink it is. So Green is going to shoot Pink.
Haha.
And yes. It's a pretty decent chance. Oh, yeah. Well, Green hits Pink for a total of 18 damage. So, yeah, that's 18 damage that wasn't going to any of you. And Purple is going to do something similar, but Purple only has Gus and Sloan there anyway. So Purple's just going to, on that timer ticks down. Purple attacks Sloan with Sentinel Staff. But only a 21. They're really doing non-lethal damage because they're doing no damage. And we go on to Patch.
The least lethal damage.
Right. Who's get-emmed? Red?
Red is get-emmed. Red is
Pink is
also
blind.
right next to you. Oh, wait, you're flying. Never mind.
I'm flying, yes.
And the countdown on Green, it should only be a 2 at the end of my next turn.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And red is next to Gus, so I can activate coordinated shot as well. Awesome. And he gives her a max boosted shot. 36 to hit EAC for 73 force damage.
Oh my god! On who?
Beautiful.
Red.
Red. Red goes from full health to less than half health. Minus that. Yeah, red just gets like they nearly go down on one knee as the force of this weapon just rocks their body.
That's rough, buddy.
And yeah, that is real rough. They hated that, but they're also in melee right now, so they're just gonna let's see, either Gus or Nuna. Gus is odd, so it's going after Nuna.
Oh.
And we're going to smack Nuna. A 31 to hit for max damage of 29 points of bludgeoning damage, non-lethal.
Ouch.
Sorry, I muted myself prematurely. I was asking, I need to make an acrobatics check to remain flying or something?
Not if you have 5 acrobatics ranks.
Oh, hell, I have double that. All right, cool.
Yeah, yep.
One other question, just making sure that you didn't have flanking on Nuna because Pink is blind. I assume that you can't.
Still got a
flank
31,
Pink.
so
Well,
yeah, it's fine. Thank you for checking. All right, Nuna, your response.
All right. Nuna will continue the get 'em on red. Most of her babies are looking pretty good. Ooh, except for Sloan. Sloan, dear?
She didn't take damage last round.
Oh, damn it. I need to keep better track of that.
Also, I don't know that Sloan has ever been damaged, actually. I think Nick might just have neglected to... You're muted.
Okay.
I'm muted. Yes, that is out of date. That is from the last combat. I
Okay.
have not been hit.
I'm trying to
Gotcha.
be,
You can get him, Pink.
yeah, and that'll be the other one. All right, everybody. Get him. And she's also going to shoot Pink.
Right.
That will provoke, so.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. All right, 2 get-ems, red and pink, and now we're on
And
to Sloan.
purple goes down to
Oh.
3, green goes down to 2.
Thank you. Sloan Rider. There you go.
Yes. Let's bounce around the far side of purple here and do another trick. And we will make this non-lethal. Look for the doing that in the first place. We'll do flat-footed again. 21. Well, not 21. -4 from that. Probably not enough.
A 17 versus flat-footed EAC is going to be a miss.
That's too bad. All right, well, that's me.
Okay. And it's Marikoi Guard, the pink, who is blind and get-emmed. They're just going to remove the blind as a standard action now. They're tired of not being able to see. And they're going to think to themselves how obnoxious that swarm of bugs is, what an obnoxious trickster they are. And they will stay where they are. Gus, it is your turn.
All right, I am going to... I had one action in mind, but Auntie Nuna is looking the worse for wear. I'm going to reach out, and I'm going to expend a nanite surge to activate fast healing in Auntie Nuna.
Aw.
And then I am going to... And that's just a swift action. I am going to just attack red, then. Is what's going to happen. I have get him active. I have not.
Are you doing this? Okay.
Yeah. I was just I've got stuff toggled. I was just making sure I have deadly aim, get him, and non-lethal toggled. So. Wow, I rolled 12 on the night. Yeah. Well, there we go.
Okay. You'll be happy to know that hits.
45
And-
electric fire.
How much does Nuna get back then?
It will. Okay, so for the next 10 rounds, at the beginning of your turn, you will recover 3 stamina and you will get 5 temporary hit points. If for some reason you don't take damage on a turn, those temporary hit points will stack with themselves and it will last for 1 minute. And if you want, I can keep track of the countdown. I've got, I made little custom.
Oh.
So that'll be counting down that, and then when you recover and get your temp hit points, I'll put 5 there. But that 0 is 10, and then I'll just count the plus sign down until you're out of time.
Fantastic. Thank you.
importantly, you have to also stay adjacent nowadays, right?
Yeah,
For that
you have to stay adjacent to me
continue.
unless I have a cloud out, which I do not.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Well, that was Gus's turn. Red is not looking hot. Marayoth, your go.
Maria, seeing that Pink has removed Blinded, will reapply Blinded. We will use the full attack version of Obnoxious Trickster, which replaces the second attack in the full attack with a dirty trick that does not take the full attack penalties, but leaves the first attack as just a standard damagey thing. So first attack,
Still real good.
yeah, it's real good. Solar Flare on Pink is a crit. Oh boy.
Oh, shut up. That's ridiculous.
Okay, so 65 damage and severe wound.
Oh my god. Roll a d20 for severe wound. Oh no.
They lost an eye.
Let's.
They lost an eye.
Is it an eye?
It is. If you look at the White Star Nova Lance, I pasted
It is.
the chart.
I -2 perception. Yeah. Oh my god. They need to make a reflex saving throw. Simon, give me your
Severe
dex
wound, so
modifier.
roll twice.
Oh yeah, you might get a better one.
Thank you, Leif.
Buzz. Yeah. 2? Is that worse?
2
That
is
is worse.
bleeding.
Bleed 1d6. Wait, that seems better than -2 perception. Is pretty
Wait, why do
mild.
they need perception when they're blind?
Yeah.
That's fair. So, it's roll twice and choose your desired result. So,
I'll take the bleed.
all right. I just like the eye, but you all know that about me.
Yes.
Okay, so they take. Dare I ask, was this a lethal or non-lethal?
I think lethal, because the
That's
other
fine.
ones takes a -2.
Yeah. They're not gonna die.
Okay.
So not that you know that, but they stay up and are you shoot them so hard that they start bleeding. And I'm gonna represent that with 6 heart because they take a d6. Go ahead and make me that dirty trick now.
So dirty. Ooh, 36.
They are also blind for 2 rounds. They are having a terrible day.
End of turn.
Yeah. Wow. Marayoth is a monster. Blue is going to resultantly keep shooting at Marayoth because they are obviously the
But we
biggest
aren't shooting you.
32 versus CAC. Please take 21 piercing, Marayoth. And
All right.
Green is going to add, because Green saw Catch just shoot Red, and while Green doesn't have any love for Red currently, we're going to add Catch to the mix here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But instead, we're going to shoot Auntie Nuna with a crossbolter. 35 will, of course, hit for 18 piercing damage, Auntie Nuna.
All right.
Lastly, we've got Purple. Purple, who is going to, let's see, Purple will either Gus or Sloan. Gus is odd. We're going to attack Gus. So Purple is going to, you know what, we're going to fish for crits. Why not? It could happen, right? Marath just rolled one. No, I got a crit. It was a crit fail. So we move on. At the top of the round, King Dregor is going to boom out over the battlefield. Belgisi, Narasir, join the fight. And his 2 battle dancers, the 2 on either end of his throne, are going to brandish their weapons, and they are going to roll initiative now.
They look so cool.
Yeah.
They
They didn't give
have
me
a
art.
handout?
This is actually
Oh.
stock Riflorian.
So Auntie Nuna has the ability Fast Talk, where she can distract the creature.
We are in a combat. You cannot
But
use
they
that in the
haven't-
middle of the combat.
Yes, but you are in combat.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Alright.
I know, but this is one where I absolutely would not think that would work.
Okay.
So
A girl can dream.
yeah. So all right, let's just add more enemies in. Catch. It is still your turn.
Cool. All right. We're just gonna boost again. Full round boost.
Round.
No, I lied. I wasn't gonna do that. I'm gonna do this.
Shoot, pink.
Drop
shoot,
red.
Pink. But pink has more penalties.
28 to hit EAC for 52 piddly damage.
Piddly damage. Yeah,
Piddly
so
damage.
sorry for your piddly 7d6 plus 24. They go down. Was that lethal or non-lethal?
My merciful fusion is always activated unless otherwise stated. So yes, it
All
is
right.
non-lethal.
Then they are knocked out. And, the remaining Marikoi will sort of, shout in anger at you all as, Red was just going to go next. We'll say the next one. Nope, pink is blind. Man, these guys are just having a terrible day. Auntie Nuna, it's your turn.
All right. Auntie Nuna gets how many points back to her stamina? I want to say 3.
Jet.
Sorry, it is 3, and then you get 5 temporary hit points.
Nice. And she will renew get him on. Well, yes. Renew get him on pink. And I guess get him on purple.
Okay.
And that's pretty much all she can do.
Renew get 'em on pink and put get 'em on purple.
You could safely shoot one of them because you're not threatened right now.
Oh, cool. Then I will shoot pink.
Does being blind mean you can't make attacks of opportunity?
I don't know. I guess I assume so, but I don't know if that's in the rules.
I'm going to say that they can. But...
Blind makes you flat-footed. I thought flat-footed takes away your attack of opportunity.
Thank you, Leif.
Yes.
That I accept. 28 will hit EAC
For 16.
16.
Fire and sonic.
Nice.
Unless, of course, these Marikoi have blind fight.
They do not have feats. Okay.
It's a real
Lord,
overstanding
hang on.
character.
Cruel Lord Gregor, cut off their feet.
Yeah. No, they love King Dregor. Auntie Nuna.
The green and
shoots-
purple go down 1 each. We're running out of...
Okay. Running out of steam on that lie juice. And then after Auntie Nuna, the battle flower, the red Narasir, is going to look up into the sky. She's been keenly watching the battlefield and observing who is a big threat, and she is going to target Ketch with this next ability. Ketch, you feel a searing pressure in your mind. I'm going to need you to make me a will saving throw.
Oh boy, will saving throw. One of my worst.
Ooh. Go ahead and
God.
take...
Hold on.
Man.
Hold on.
Holding on.
Hold on.
I roll.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I have nothing for this.
Well, it's okay, because I only rolled 23 damage on 7d10. Please take 23 points of mind bullet. And consider yourself lucky.
I consider myself very lucky. Only in the 20s at level 12? Oh.
Yeah. And then she is going to also, as a move action, she's going to activate the Song of the Spheres. That's right. These are Mellophiles.
What?
Yes. So we all know what Song of the Spheres does. If you ever tune into our
Are they gonna
Thursday
summon an
night
army?
show. No.
Centaur, why?
Summons aren't the staple of the Mellophile. That's just what I've done for Jacinto. But
Well, that shaped my
the Song
understanding
Spheres-
of the Mellophile.
I know, buddy. But the Song of the Spheres is just a buffing song, effectively. So that's going to be that. Sloan Ryder, it is now your turn.
Well, let's see if we can make Purple have a bad day. That was the goal here. Let's do another trick. Try and make him flat-footed. Come on. Oh, no, that's not going to do it. Where is my luck gone?
20 versus their flat-footed EAC.
I don't know where you're getting 20.
Sorry,
if you can
18. No. I'm doing the math in my head and then adding it on. Yeah, so no, an 18 versus their flat-footed EAC is going to miss by that much. In fact, if you had a +1, you might be able to turn your luck there.
Yeah, we've been trying to do non-lethal, so it's actually only a 14.
Ah, there you go. Okay, so that would not. That is not salvageable.
Mercy fusions, they're literally 120 credits.
I can't do fusions, Life.
That sounds like a significant problem.
Yeah, I had ominous, and it just hasn't gotten changed out. Let's try to demoralize with the 28.
28 just clears it. They are shaken for 1 round.
Okay, Gus can get on now.
We'll use that. All right. And then Pink is going to struggle. They're going to take a d6 of bleed. I rolled 4. And then they are going to, as a standard action, remove the blinded condition, I guess. And that is them.
They have a whole move action
Gus.
to burn.
Yeah, but they're already where they want to be. It's they don't care about their move action. They want their standard act. Pronk it all.
Yeah, don't we all?
So, what I'm going to do is, I should have done. Remind me the next time it's Auntie Nuna's turn. There's a thing that I need to do. I'm going to full attack, and start with purple. And if purple somehow goes down, then I'll direct the other attack elsewhere.
Okay.
I just forgot to do a thing on Auntie Nuna's turn. That makes me sad. I am flanking. I am doing non-lethal. They are get-emmed. And I'm doing deadly aim. I've got so many things. Ooh. The 16 I'm sure will miss, which makes me sad when I look at that damage.
Yep.
But 20...
20, and they are not flat-footed, so that's going to be a miss.
Oh.
Yeah, keep missing by 1, my friends. You do have the -4 factored in, so yes, you did miss by 1.
We have a +1, unless someone used it.
Then take it.
I am taking it, and I am giving them 44 damage.
All right, I will accept this painful gift of 44. Starting to sound like a Zon Kuthan follower now. All right, so that is Gus's turn, and we're on to Marayoth, the Glittery.
Marayoth is frustrated by the lack of target focus, so they'll take a shot at purple. I guess another full attack. First attack to purple.
When have we ever focused the target?
I know, buddy, I know. 19 plus 2 for get 'em. So 21 versus KIC, which probably misses.
Versus EAC?
Solar Flare, Solarians.
Yeah, Solar Flare is energy damage. It does target EAC.
Oh, what a treat. I'm just used to doing KIC, because that's what Disarm and Dirty Trick are.
That will be a hit. 21 versus their EAC.
Right, that's 25.
All right, 25 cold damage. Now, who are you going to make that maneuver on?
Pink. No, purple, because that'll help him bring him down.
What a treat!
Oh, but no, he'll just remove it before anyone gets to take advantage of it. So pink. Sorry, pink. I set you up and then disappointed you with the 25.
That'll blind me for 1 round. One of these days I'll be able to see, maybe. All right. Belgisi, on the other hand, the second battle flower is going to move lithely onto the battlefield, and they'll go around here, and as they go, they draw... You know what? They'll move over here as well. They will draw a battle ribbon. Sloan, this would provoke an attack of opportunity if you like.
Yes. Slash him. We're not actually doing a trick. Oh, that's a crit!
Oh,
Nice.
Get out of here. That will be
26 points slashing damage.
26. Let's double check. These friends. Nope. Okay. So, all right. Oh, lovely. So, yes. And as they go, she is going to actually draw her battle ribbon, and then she's going to make a full attack on Sloan with supernatural quickness.
Uh-oh.
So, Sloan, get ready for
You
the
could play
pain.
that game, but
What?
you could play at that game, but Trick Attack is just so good.
Mm-hmm. That is a 32 versus your KAC.
Oh, that's a hit.
Nice. Please take 42 points of slashing damage, and then a 24 is going to miss you.
How
Or
much slashing
26?
damage did you say?
Oh, sorry.
26 is a miss.
42 slashing damage. Actually, add 1 onto that, please, because of the Song of the Spheres. And then unarmed strike. Okay, wow. Cool.
I hate
All right,
that that's used against us, Tom.
What?
I hate that that's being used against us.
It's always being used against you, Jed. This should be no different to you.
Yes, but I'm on your side, even if I am playing the bad guys.
DM.
All right, so that is Belgisi's turn. We are on to Marikoi Guard, the blue, and yes, they are in the 60-foot radius from Narasir, so they are going to get this bonus to their attacks as well. They're going to keep shooting at Marayoth. And actually, well, you know what? I'll give it a chance between Marayoth and Catch, because both of them are flying, and both of them have done a lot of damage. So odd is Marayoth. We're going to shoot Marayoth. So here comes the cross bolter. Once. +1 to both of these. That's only a 22 versus your CAC, so that's probably going to miss.
Miss.
And we move on to Green. Green is still very paranoid, so we're going to shoot D8. They're going to shoot at Auntie Nuna again. So they are not considered an ally currently to the battle dancer Song of the Spheres person, but that is still a 31 versus CAC for 23 points of piercing damage. Auntie Nuna. And Purple is now going to go. And Purple is not blinded. They are shaken. So Purple is going to attack Sloan because she is flanking on Sloan. Purple.
Rude.
Attacks, shaken. I'm going to click that just in case it affects my attack rolls, because I can't remember off the top of my head. It does! All right, so single attack on Sloan. 28 versus your KAC, Sloan.
We'll miss.
Okay, moving right along. They are no longer shaken. Catch, you're up.
All right. Catch is just going to. Yeah, he's gonna take a boost round.
Okay. Taking a boost round.
Move action for superior firepower, standard for the spell casting again.
All right. Let me know which target you are targeting with superior firepower.
The colored token by my head indicates who is targeted.
Yeah, I'm saying red is dead, so it can't be red.
Red is not dead.
There's 2 reds.
There is a second red, my friend.
Ah, yes. Okay.
The one who
right.
decided to thrust my mind.
Yes, who was shooting mind bullets at you, as it were. Okay. Sorry, my bad.
They've called for one-on-one combat in the middle of this battle.
It's an archery duel.
Achilles has called me out.
Mind bullets versus force bullets. Auntie Nuna, it is your turn.
Right. So Auntie Nuna's help from Gus absorbed some of that damage.
Oh, you did take damage.
Yes.
At the beginning of this turn, you would get 5 temporary hit points back. You would recover 3 more stamina. And Gus is going to take a reaction to give you 36 stamina.
Oh. So that's a total of 39 stamina?
Yes.
Okay. So she dipped into hit points and had more. So she dipped into hit points after the last attack because it was like 23. She had 16 hit points left. It wiped her out. And so I'm just trying to figure out where she's at now with numbers.
What were all the numbers?
So she had 16 hit points left. She had not
Stamina.
Hit points, stamina left. The damage was for 23. So that wiped out her.
So that would have been your stamina would be taken 7, or rather, there would be 7 damage left after all your stamina's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So
5 temporary hit points.
And then the 5
And then
temporary hit
3
points.
stamina. So that's effectively 7. So your
it sounds like you
would-
should have lost 2 hit points, and then
2 hit
and then
points.
you're regenerating.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what about the numbers that are up currently that I see here?
Are you talking about on the cross? The cross is the countdown for how long the regeneration is going to go on, and then at the beginning of your turn, you get 5 new temporary hit points. It's not a one-time thing. Every turn, you get 5 more, and they will stack with themselves.
Right. Thank you, Gus. You're a good boy. And oof, I'm going to take off this hat. So, who do we still have on the board? Auntie Nuna is gonna.
You could restore stamina to Gus or Moraeus.
Yeah.
Gus didn't take damage. He gave stamina.
I
Sloan
think that
took damage.
counts? Oh, and Sloan. Yes, that's true.
Sloan just took like 40 damage.
Yeah. Let's take care of Sloan. All right, Sloan. I know you can do it. Dig deep. Although that's a different move, I think. But still, you get an inspiring boost. And actually, I could potentially heal everybody by spending a resolve point. But that means that I can never heal anybody else for the rest of the fight.
Is it the same amount?
Yeah.
Do we need to have taken damage in the past round to get it?
I believe so.
So that would be wasted on, I guess, catch, and that's it.
Yep.
At the gain of like 3 standard actions.
It's actually just if you do, all allies within 60 feet of you regain a number of stamina points equal to twice your envoy level plus your charisma modifier. It doesn't mention that you have to have taken damage in the past round.
Oh wow!
Excellent.
Okay,
So
that's an easy win then. Yeah.
The best
Yep.
thing to do.
Yeah.
Everybody, take
Awesome.
28 back.
Woo!
I am more
If
than
you think
top
about it, no, that would be a lot harder to trigger effectively if everybody had to take damage in the last round.
Oh yeah, yeah.
However, this does mean that, so that was a standard action. I can only,
That was a full action.
oh,
It is a full action for
Yeah, you're right,
inspiring
Okay.
oration.
so that means that all of the get-ems go away, guys. Sorry. And I think Green has renewed faith
Yes.
in their companions.
Yep, something like that. And then purple
purple
is
is down to
1
1.
away from that. Yep. Purple is close to a couple things, though. Okay, that's Auntie Nuna's turn, and we're on to Narasir. Narasir is going to, calmly survey the battlefield, and they are going to try something else on Ketch this time. Ketch, why don't you just die? No, why don't you make me a Fortitude saving throw as you feel sort of something trying to clutch your windpipe.
Ew. A force choke.
No, leave my windpipe alone. I need that.
I need that to breathe.
Wind.
You have
22.
cleared my saving throw.
Oh,
saving
goodness.
DC, rather. Not by a lot. So, yeah, you're going to take half damage from this spell. Go ahead and take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you feel like some sort of psychokinetic strangulation try and grab at your throat, but you are not immobilized this round. Okay, so that is Narasir's turn. That was a standard action. They don't have anything else to do with the move action. Sloan Rider, we're on to you.
All right. Well, I don't like this spot. Not one bit.
There's a ceiling, a nice high ceiling above you.
There is a nice high ceiling above me, but I really wanted to help Gus out here. I guess I could just go up. Yeah, how high is the ceiling?
30.
30? Yeah, I'll go all the way up to the ceiling as high as I can go. And we'll do a trick attack on purple. Well, actually, I'll do a trick attack on purple first, and then I'll go up to the ceiling. We'll take advantage of the flanking bonus. Before we wander away, let's do flat-footed. So that's 18 versus flat-footed EAC.
18 versus flat-footed against, I'm sorry, purple?
Yes.
Okay, and this is, so the 18 is factoring in the -4 penalty for non-lethal.
Right.
Now, I will tell you, you are 1 away from hitting this person.
Are you taking into account, does Shaken change their AC?
No, it does not in this system.
Drat. Well, that's too bad. I will jet up towards the ceiling. Provoking no attack.
I mentioned the 1 away because I think you do have a +1 in the chamber here, if you want to take it.
Do we? I thought
you have 2, in fact.
We have such
we
talented
have
viewers.
2 here.
So one was used by Gus. So you have 1 left.
Yes, Buttstubble says, you spent my last one, must need more.
It's true.
+1 gives us a hit with, goodness, that is 42 fire damage.
Your trick alone would have knocked out purple. They had 28 hit points left, exactly.
Nice. And that was non-lethal fire damage somehow.
Awesome.
Jet up towards the
So they non-lethally smolder on the ground.
Actually, rather than jetting up towards the ceiling, since that one is down, guess let's get this pink one. I'll scoot over here.
Okay. I was so excited to make an attack of opportunity, but I can't.
No attacks of opportunities for you.
Untouchable.
Sorry, not sorry.
Pink, it's okay. Pink is going to remove the blinded condition because, what else are they going to do? Oh, I know what else they're going to do. They're going to bleed, taking 5 bleed damage. 5 drops of blood erupt from their eye. And
we need to remember
then
to heal them so they don't die.
Gus, it is now your turn.
Marayoth will say in Gus's head, oh wait, let me reblind him first.
I will delay until after Marayoth.
Marayoth shoots and blinds.
One of my old favorite childhood board games, old Shoots and Blinders.
This is all on pink. 21 versus EAC.
Will hit, and they go down.
Oh,
Nice.
that works.
Unless, yeah. That probably wasn't non-lethal though, was it?
Ooh, no.
You did a kill, but
Damn it, Simon.
We're not used to doing damage. Usually we just take weapons, not lives.
Exactly. You're usually the most non-lethal of us.
Well, we'll spend 120 credits right after this.
You've sullied your
It's more than
good
100.
name. The
It
damage is
scales.
done.
Scales with
It
weapon
scales
level, yeah.
by weapon level. It's definitely not 120 credits, but regardless. So that was fusion prices go up by level.
Fusion seal prices go up by level.
No, the fusions do too.
No. This is not something that we need to talk about right now.
Yeah.
Marayoth went, so
No, I still have another thing to do though.
yeah.
So unfortunately, I'm not within 30 feet of blue battle flower lady.
No, you're definitely not because I'm 30
up.
feet up.
Yeah, so let's blind. No, I'll just shoot blue. That sounds fun. 34.
Okay.
27.
34 versus blue is that's the first time they were hit, so they take this much damage. Okay.
We are
And that is-
untethered, doing damage with both actions.
Anarchy. Gus. So Marayoth said, "Hold on, let me blind that one," and then blinded him permanently by killing him. What would you like to do with your turn?
Oops.
You blinded him too hard, Marayoth. Gus will spend
We apologize.
Gus will spend a swift action to activate his reactive repair ability on himself, and there's no one he can reach from where he is. He's gonna have to walk away from Auntie Nuna, which is unfortunate.
Okay.
Wait, no, I could step up here to green. I'll do this. I'll step up. I'll continue to be around Auntie Nuna. I will guarded step up here, and I will just lunge out and stab at green because I've got reach now, and that's fun. Wait, make sure I have everything toggled that needs to be toggled. They are not get-emmed. They are not flanked. I'm taking a big penalty to this. Come on.
Less of a penalty, more of a lack of bonus.
Well, deadly aim and non-lethal is -6 between them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the thing
It doesn't matter. Although nobody's telling you have to do deadly aim.
No, I just do deadly aim. I leave that on all the time. That's my choice.
Natural one's gonna miss, however.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to Belgisi, who can move and full attack should she so desire. And I think she do desire. Who's she gonna go after though? Gus or Sloan? They are pretty dangerous, both of them. Gus is odd, Sloan is even. Going after Gus. So Belgisi moves in towards Gus in a threatening manner. And with instead of the battle ribbon this time, she is going to try one kick and one headbutt as she moves in.
I was hoping for a
unarmed
hug.
strike from this battle master. No,
Bring
or
it
battle
in.
flower.
Oh.
Not a hug. Come on, full attack. Oh, a 29 versus your KAC.
Misses.
How about a 32 versus your KAC?
Indeed.
That is going to be 32 points of bludgeoning damage as her head connects with, I'm going to say, the back of your head as you're intent on trying to stab at green and maybe trip a little bit. Now, I'm going to need you to make me a fortitude saving throw, my friend.
Goodness.
I still have my reaction. I'm going to spend another nanite surge. I'm going to reduce that damage. And you said fortitude save, correct?
Yes, fortitude saving throw. I know, your worst save is an nanocite.
Yeah, I know. Let's. I got a 25. And
you're fine then. This is a bit of a stunning blow as she headbutts you in the back of the head, but you shake off any negative effects of it aside from the damage. And we're going to continue with Blue, who, let's see, Blue's going to shoot either Marayoth or Catch. Marayoth is much more odd. And we're going to shoot Marayoth. All right, so dual crossbolter. A 32. I can't miss Marayoth, apparently. So
No.
please take 22 points of piercing damage as you're just peppered with crossbow bolts. Cross bolts, if you will. Green will step into flanking, drop their crossbolter, and draw a staff, a defender staff. And they are going to hit Gus. Oh, a sentinel staff, in fact. With
Why don't
flanking.
you use a knife or something? I'd rather be stabbed.
29 versus KAC, we've already determined misses. So
I just
we're in the
forgot
big
defensive
leagues
dispersal
now.
Again. Or not defensive dispersal, deflective reinforcement.
Well, give yourself back to 5. So that person is out cold. Well, actually, no, Pink. Pink is the one who's dead. I'll put Pink up there. Catch. Top of the round. It should be noted at the top of this round, we understand that we've been going long on this fight. We usually break at this point, but players, just confirming because I haven't heard from one or two, we're good to move on until the break? Cool.
Yes.
All right. So, top of the round. Catch. What would you like to do?
We'll first prostrate themselves. I was wrong. I have already changed everything. Please, I beg for your forgiveness. I'm a rotten, dirty cheater. And then also turn to Jet, the player, and direct them to my message that I have sent them, just because I also have not seen confirmation there. And then aim and shoot.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. It's not important for me. It's important for you, friend.
Who are you shooting? Red?
Red. Oh, gross. I don't miss. That doesn't happen. I have a reroll. I'm using it.
Where's
Take
this
it.
reroll from?
It's my alternate reality, my sea futures.
All right, I'll take it.
All right. I'm just gonna roll. a
Sea
D1.
futures? Is that when you invest in the ocean?
It's yes, sea futures, exactly.
All right. Plus 6.
That's still low.
27 versus the Battle Flowers EAC. Oh, you know that's going to hit.
I actually didn't know. I was holding my breath.
Ooh, that is 77 points of force damage. Man, who ignores force damage, huh? So that will be a palpable hit. Red just like red slides backwards a few feet as you slam their chest with this force effect. And,
anime block it with their arms, and then just like a little bit of their like arm crumbles.
Oh yeah, man. I think I mentioned it last week, but I've been watching a lot of One Piece lately, and my head is just filled with stupid shonen tropes and fight tropes and whatnot. Oh, it's so good. All right, so that's Catch. Do you have anything to do as a move action?
My move action was aiming through my scope to gain a +1.
Gotcha. Auntie Nuna.
Auntie Nuna is going to put a get 'em on on blue and on green because they're the ones closest to her. And
Blue and green.
yeah, the blue one with the red hood and green.
Yes, the Battle Flower.
Yes. And she's gonna shoot
Green
at green. Because why not?
All right, that will provoke an attack of opportunity from both of them.
Oh, never mind. No shooting then. Just fight everyone, get 'em!
Oh, did I say shooting? I meant standing.
Standing there.
Liz, did you regenerate your stamina?
All right. I will add more stamina.
And you are
That's
now...
right.
Points of stamina?
It's 3 stamina, and I don't have a good way of keeping track of your temporary hit points anymore because it used to max out at 5, and now it's technically 10 because you did not get damaged last turn.
So Liz can track THP, temporary hit points, on her sheet. I am going like there's a box for that on the character sheet. I will let Liz be responsible for that. And Yes, it might behoove you. I know we're here at the end of the game, but it might behoove you, Jet, to like make a little like private message that you send to people when you do this to them, so we don't need to explain it at the beginning of each
let me
turn.
see if I can whisper.
Or just use
Narasir, while that is happening, Narasir is going to catch. I'm going to need another Fortitude saving throw as they double down on this psychokinetic strangulation. You are muted.
Oh boy. Well, there's a 25.
Cursive. All right, so please take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, but you are not immobilized as they look up at you with steely determination in their eyes. And that will be their turn. Yeah, a look of steely determination, a look of Sloan Rider. It is now your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna have my revenge.
Oh, one suggestion, Captain. If you were to wait, maybe I could blind them.
All right, I'll wait and see if Marath blinds them.
Let's find out together.
All right. Pink is down, so let's find out. Marath.
Yeah, and there's a get 'em on him. Yeah, that's perfect. All right. And will we do the full attack? Yes, why not? So starting with an attack on blue, and then the dirty trick.
Okay. 30 cold damage for that first attack. I'm going to ask you, Simon, to tell me going forward whether these are -4 for whether you're doing them non-lethal or not.
Gotcha.
Before the roll.
Okay.
But that is fine. They, believe it or not, 30 doesn't bring them down just yet. Oh, and they're Winterborn Riforians, so that's cold damage. That's probably fine. Dirty Trick is going to blind them.
And that's a +2 from get 'em, so 33. So is that 5 over?
It was, even without the get 'em, that was a 5 over.
Okay, so 2.
Yep, 2
End of
rounds. Sloan Rider, now it is your turn.
You're muted.
All right, I was hitting the wrong button. I was like, why is this not unmuting? What is going on? Now I'll bounce around.
Can I turn that into entangled? Because I forgot that Sloan already flat-footed them.
Yes, fine.
Thank you.
All right, Sloan, actually take your turn now.
All right, bounce around this side, get the turnabout is fair play, right? On the flanking. And we'll do flat-footed. So that is 21 versus flat-footed EAC.
Ooh, versus flat-footed EAC. That will be a hit. Yeah, with entangled. Yep, that hits.
For 38 points of fire damage.
All right, can't ignore fire damage. The Winterborn Riforian.
Aha.
Okay.
Take that.
Excellent. So that is Sloan. And they are, I'm sorry, flat-footed.
Yep.
All right.
So
Gus,
we
Barrett Sinclair.
Yep. Sorry, I was trying to do my healing stuff, and the sheet does not like me to enter my temporary hit points. Anyway, surrounded by bad people. Both of them have get 'em on them, but one is flanked.
And also flat-footed and also entangled.
And I would love to attack them, but because I decided to click on the temporary hit points box, the character sheet is just frozen.
Can someone else
No.
click the buttons for you?
Yeah, I have no problem with that if someone else can click the buttons. I just need to make sure that flanking and get 'em are toggled.
Tell me what to do. Flanking.
Flanking, get 'em, deadly
And
aim should be
get 'em.
active. And then
Non-lethal.
non-lethal, and then just full attack the battle flower between me and Sloan.
All right, full attack. We've got a 22 versus EAC, flat-footed, flanking, entangled. Well, the flanking is on my end, but flat-footed and entangled means that 22 is a hit. 37 points of electric and fire damage. They are not looking good. And then 14 is, of course, going to be a miss because that was a natural toot. Toot, toot. All right. Now, Belgisi is just going to... they will full attack with their battle ribbon once more. No, they're going to full attack with a fist. Or a foot anyway, because their fist is holding their thing. Yeah. I don't know. Unarmed strike. In fact, final answer. 1 attack versus Sloan. With an unarmed strike. Oh, yeah. That's a 38 versus your KAC, Sloan.
That's a hit.
Yeah. Yes. 23 points of bludgeoning damage. Not a lot of damage, but go ahead and make a fortitude saving throw, Sloan.
All right. Fortitude. 19.
You made it exactly. So you also are not staggered by this sudden vicious kick. And we'll move on to... Oh, please take 1 more point of bludgeoning damage. I keep forgetting the Song of the Spheres on the Mystics. All right, so Marikoi, the blue, is going to shoot at Morayoth or Catch. Catch this time. Look at that. So, yeah, what a treat for Morayoth. 24 versus Catch's KAC.
That'll miss.
All right. The bolt goes wide, in fact. Green, meanwhile, is going to continue swinging at Gus. And we're going to make a full attack. Fish for them, crits. I did indeed fish correctly. I got a natural 20 on the first attack, making it a 35. Yes. Go ahead and roll me your fortification chance. That is not it.
What are the odds?
Yeah, about 1 in 5.
Yeah, 1 in 5.
Okay, so please take a total of 48 bludgeoning damage, and let's make sure that I'm not forgetting a critical specialization. Sentinel staff. Oh, wait. Those are... Why are those different things? You know what? Gus is prone, as you get walloped by this staff. So you will be prone, Gus, and then I've got with the +4 bonus to melee attacks against creatures who are prone. I've got a 29 versus your KAC, which I think still misses.
That
All right.
misses.
That misses. Okay. What about +2? What about a 31 because I'm flanking?
That would hit.
All right, please take another 21 bludgeoning damage, Gus, as this Marikoi all of a sudden just rages out on you, trips you, and then beats your head into the ground with its staff.
Done.
All right. Top of the round. Catch.
All right. Vents more steam. He's just, oh my god, this is never ending. And he's going to, let me check something. Just 1 second. Please hold. Not something I've done before. Oh,
Holding?
Dang it, it is. Okay, no, never mind. All right, well then, who needs resources? Spend them or die, right? We're gonna take an overcharge round again.
No, this is fly free or die, not spend them or die. But okay.
Otherwise, also spending.
I'm
have
spending
no
my third level 1 spell slot of the day. I only have 4.
Oh, you have 4.
At level 12, I gained another use of my first level spell. It's every 3
Sweet.
character levels you get another.
Gotcha.
spell slot.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so nice.
It
That's
is
a really,
actually, it is.
really good feat.
Technomantic Dabbler cannot go wrong. I mean, you can go wrong, but like, you can't go wrong.
Who are you focusing?
60% of the time, it works every time.
And are you? I assume you're still targeting red.
Yes. With
Okay.
with my move action. Let's see if I have anything niche to do, but I don't think I do. So we're just going to use it to aim down the sight.
All right, it's Auntie Nuna's turn.
All right, Auntie Nuna is going to. Not much she can do other than just renew Get'ems and maybe try to. Does it seem like a. No. No, I don't really have any more rerolls for lying and stuff. I could try. Okay, she's going to renew the Get 'em on green. And renew the Get 'em on blue. Much as I'd like to try and sow discontent, I think it's just for the best that we do it this way.
Okay. Get him on green and blue. And it is now Narasir's turn. Catch, you know what I'm going to ask you for. Make me another fortitude saving throw.
Only an 18 this time, friend.
Only an 18. Well, please take the full 21 bludgeoning damage on this and you feel yourself immobilized.
Oh, perfect. We'll just go ahead and
by
deactivate the jetpack and let him hold me here.
Yeah, what happens if you're immobilized while flying?
I've been thinking about this the entire fight, or since the Mystics came in and, started casting Psychokinetic Strangulation. I'm pretty sure you just fall, because you're not being held up, you're just being held in place.
But my
Like you're being
jetpack
held-
didn't get turned off.
Yeah, if you
yeah,
think about the spell as like force grab, right? Like by immobilize, it means like if you try to move, you can't.
I guess it's
So
fine.
It's jetpack can still be firing.
Well, but the jetpack takes you're activating it as part of your that's why you need to have ranks in acrobatics in order to activate it, right? That is something that you're actively doing. However, I don't think it's worth it to hash out whether or not you fall. So I think you're just gonna stay immobilized, a la force grab. Yes. But importantly, this means you're immobilized. You cannot make your attack next round, from what I understand of the immobilized condition.
But immobilized, not paralyzed.
Starfinder immobilized.
Here, it's not important. We can keep going. I'll look it up.
Okay, you look up the immobilized condition, and then they will spend another move action to sustain their Song of the Spheres. They have this many resolve points left. Okay. Then Marayoth, we are on to you.
Rayoth will take a non-lethal shot at the blue Battle Dancer with full attack.
Wow.
So
31.
that's 31
That'll
plus 2 for get 'em plus, other things. So that's 23 for cold damage, block, cold damage, and then
They
dirty
fall to the ground.
unconsciously. Cool. And then dirty trick, too far away. Blue, because he keeps shooting me.
Oh no, he spotted me.
Now you're blind, so you can't spot me.
Yeah. All right, that is going to be
Is that 5
a
over?
successful blending for 2 rounds. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Sloan Rider.
I'm gonna go get this other battle dancer over here. This another mystic who keeps casting spells. Let's do the thing casters love best and get in her face. And shoot her.
No, but I'm concentrating on a spell. Don't
I
you know what that
know.
means in Starfinder?
I do. Smack. That's 27 to hit flat-footed EAC.
That will be a hit.
Nice. For 40 points of fire damage.
Wow. Yep. So their
my
concentration
mechanics
breaks. Yeah. Drop the mechanic. The mechanic is dropped. Catch. You feel your the grip on your throat, on your being, loosen up as at the same instant as you hear Sloane's pistol fire.
Sputtering coughs from 30 feet up.
Mm-hmm. Very sputtering coughs and curses, I imagine. Gus.
Oh yeah, blue streak mile long.
Gus, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Wow. Battle Dancer unconscious. Direct all my focus on green. And I can click on my sheet again. I am not flanking. I am doing non-lethal. They are get-emmed. Deadly aim is active. Let us full attack. Ooh, the second one's gonna miss. The first one, 21 versus EAC.
21 versus their EAC is going to be a hit.
For 41 electric fire damage.
All right. It is now Velgisi's turn. She is down. Marikoy Guard, the blue, will spend a standard action to remove the blinded condition because it's just really in there and it's uncomfortable. Green is going to take a swipe. You know what? That worked really well. Oh, you were on the ground, weren't you, Gus?
Oh, I was. I forgot. I needed to stand up.
All right. Well, then the order of operations would have been the same. You would have missed. You wouldn't get the second attack, which missed anyway, and you would get the first attack. That's fine. That's how we're ruling it. If you wanted to stand up.
Yeah, I would have liked
No,
to. I'm sorry.
So green is going to take another full attack. Why not? That worked really well last time. Obviously, it should work again, right? 18 is going to miss KAC, but 30 versus your KAC?
Matches.
Nice. 26 bludgeoning damage to you, Gus. And we are on to the top of the round. At the top of the round, King Dregor is going to clap his hands once more and say, "Everybody stop. It is clear where this fight is going, and I don't want to see any more of it." And with that, his guards and Battle Flower, remaining standing Battle Flower, anybody who's left conscious will, immediately step back from their individual engagements and stand at attention. I can only presume you all do the same.
Yeah.
I guess.
I will reabsorb.
So Dregor, let's see, stands up, and his force field vanishes as he does so. He claps his mighty paws, grins, and says, "Request granted." And with that...
Is it a slow clap?
Sure. Yeah, he mightily claps his mighty slow clap paws in a slow clapping fashion. And on that scene, on that picture, we will fade to commercial, as it were. And welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a nice break. Yeah, I did.
Me too.
So, well, good. I'm glad to hear it, Simon.
Spoonful of peanut butter.
Spoonful of, like Mary Poppins always sings. Just a spoonful of peanut butter.
Peanut butter is actually really hard to swallow.
Oh, no. Yes.
Salad, and I've got toasted Cheez-Its, which I'm muting myself for.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
Good. So, all right. Well, let's get back into it. So we closed out on King Dregor standing up, his force field lowering around his throne, and him granting you your request. As he says this, however, the elevator door will slide open at the entrance to the throne room. Out of it steps this Kasatha. They don't necessarily look like this with this aura around them right now. Here.
That's not menacing at all.
Oh goodness.
No.
Booby.
They look
cool as
really
heck.
cool. Yeah, but their art was drawn for, like, oh, this is what they look like in combat. They're really spooky looking. This is a Kasatha. Steps out of the elevator, and they take in your party with their eyes, right? And then the Marikoi guards sort of knocked out on the ground, the battle flower knocked out on the ground. And they turn to King Dregor and say, "My king, is everything all right?" Yes, fine, Captain Iru. I've just made some new friends. The Kasatha nods to their king in deference, then takes a position at the back of the room. Dregor will sit back down on his throne and consider you all. So, how this will work is, you all amuse me. You may have the run of the place for, say, 2 weeks. Should that afford you enough time to enact this plan?
2 weeks should be plenty.
Excellent.
Maybe we can even slip a party in there somewhere.
A party.
Don't you like parties?
Like a feast.
Yes, for
Yes.
you, of course, Your Majesty.
And our new friendship.
Perhaps we can then. Yes. Well,
12 days plotting, 2 days feast.
well,
Not to toot my own horn, but I am an
you'll probably
excellent
want
cook.
a tour.
Yes, a tour
that
would
won't be
be
necessary.
quite helpful.
Yes, there are many nooks and crannies to this facility, and he, draws himself up in his throne, and King Dregor knows them all. At this, the Patra who's been standing in the corner with the datapad steps forward, saying, "My liege, perhaps it would be best if I were to give them a tour of Smuggler's Moon. You are a very busy man. Surely you don't have time to walk them around the port." Nonsense, Telpi. It has been a while since the people have seen their king. Haven't been down there in a few days. It'll be good to stretch my legs. He laughs at this. Of course, my liege. The Patra bows her head as Dregor leads you all out of the throne room. While you all turn to go, Nuna. Yes, Maria.
I'm curious about doing a sense motive on these 2 new lieutenants that we've been introduced to, this captain and the datapad dude, Consigliere. See, whether they have reservations that the king is not expressing.
Well, we already know the consigliere.
We do?
The Chamberlain was the Patra is standing in the back with the datapad was the same one that I mentioned at the beginning.
Who
of the
met us
fight.
at the port. Yep.
No, that was a Demai. Rianri was a Demai. This is Telpi. Telpi is a Patra, black fur.
Okay.
Captain Iru was the Kasatha who just walked out of the elevator, but Telpi was here for the whole fight. She was just standing in the back of the room, non-combatant, if you will. But yeah, you can roll a sense motive, Mariath.
Sense motive.
7. I was just saying it to see if maybe, Nuna
29?
would do it too.
Sure. 9, 26, 18. Pretty decent sense motive scores. The interaction looks might seem a little weird to Sloan and Nuna. With Telpi, Telpi seemed to almost speak out of turn, but the king didn't really think anything of that. As you all are leaving, however, tell Nuna, you will receive an incoming message on your data pad. It says simply, "Meet me at my quarters tonight after your tour with Dregor. I may be able to offer you some help in your endeavors." And it's signed Telpi.
Okay.
Telpi, the Chamberlain. So, yeah, but barring that, Dregor will, grab his massive frost maul and lumber down from his throne and gesture you all to the elevator, inviting you to ride down with him.
We follow.
Mhm.
I like your
Alright.
giant hammer.
So,
Hey, Sloan, what got you started in the Free Captains?
Well, you see, there were these stewards. I didn't like them much. Always had a problem with authority.
I have also always had a problem with authority. That's why I became the biggest one on my moon.
Now you are the man.
And you all arrive back on the concourse where you came into this wonderful place. And what follows is going to be I'll walk you through all of the different locations in this area in a little more detail than what I gave on the concourse before. So Dregor will lead you around. Walking with him, you all are drawing a lot of eyes. Dregor's drawing a lot of eyes because, again, he is the king, and he's a very noticeable figure. So he'll lead you around.
Good.
Yes. And now I'm going to show you a blank handout with just a whole bunch of things to fill in. And as we go to these places, I'll fill them in for you so you can follow along. But so on the concourse, you all will see Apex and here we go. Nestled between Telvar's ward and the shops, Apex is an augmentation clinic. Vescent, a Barathu, handles installations during the daytime hours, while Imgo, a female Telia, turtle people, works the night shift. Again, as you're going into Aetherm's Bounty, darn it. It's a large bar and restaurant encircling the elevator. And there it is. These are updating in the handout as I go, yes?
Mhm.
Yes.
Cool. All right, good. It's a large bar and restaurant encircling the elevator. Head chef Quebble, a female Corlu, incorporates insects into her dishes, while her sous chef, Rumdar Argreth, a male dwarf, is known for picking them right back out. The pair's arguments echo through the restaurant even as you all enter, but then they quickly, hush when King Dregor comes in. While head server Bryn, a transgender Lashunta, tries to cover them with clattering cutlery and spontaneous musical performances. The bar is run by Ect, a Bolida, an aloof Bolida, who gives free drinks to patrons who slip them candy.
I love
it is
Ect
known.
So much.
It's
Yes.
adorable.
And Quebble.
So,
And I like to think that the
Yeah.
king is explaining all of these dynamics to us as soon as we enter the bar.
He
Yeah.
has great personal knowledge of each individual on his station.
Those two have some weird sexual chemistry.
The entire third
I've really been
floor
waiting for
staff
that to-
ships them, but don't tell them.
really been waiting for that to pay off in the third season.
But it's the $6, so I don't know if that'll happen.
It's a really, it's a real will they won't they sort of situation. But you gotta love those.
Yeah. Yes. So you passed by Beguile, which is located in the west corner of Smuggler's Moon. It's a large performance stage open to the concourse. Behind its extravagant curtains and holographic sets are enclosed areas for staff, props, and storage. Managed by Aravar and Nivam, a soul-bonded Shakalta with a passion for the stage, Beguile hosts over 50 performers on a rotating basis, plucked from talented servants and employees. Why doesn't everybody, as you're going... Where are my notes on Beguile? There's a lot of notes. All right. As you pass by Beguile, you see the end of a performance by somebody called Identity, an android who is billed as being capable of impersonating others in an instant. I did not make them a handout. I'll show you them later. They have art, though. They're very cool. You see her dancing with a team of dancers, and after a moment where she is concealed by them, she emerges in the guise of a Sheeran, who is sitting in the front row of the audience, who applauds enthusiastically and takes a selfie with her in the background. Why doesn't everybody make me a perception or mysticism check as you witness transformation?
Oh, well, you rolled a nat 1, baby.
It happened.
Yeah, it does happen.
4.
Sloane is the only one to pick up on something funny going on here. Identity seems to be performing these costume changes so rapidly because she's a shapeshifter. Let's get Sloane, since you're the only one who knows this, why don't you make me a culture check, Sloane? Oh, yeah.
Oh, reptoids.
Sloane, your best guess is that she's actually an Astrozoan.
Yes.
So, yeah. That's it. That's just a fun little piece of information. Maybe it could be useful. Maybe it couldn't. But yes, Dregor seems very pleased with Identity's performances. Doesn't necessarily seem to be aware that she is an Astrozoan. All right, and then moving right along, you've got Telvar's Ward, which not much to tell on Telvar's Ward. It's a clinic hospital kind of deal, overseen by Dr. Chuck Telvar, a male halfling, and his sister, Dr. Laraline Telvar, female halfling.
That's the best name.
Yeah. Chuck Telvar has to be one of the most normie names I've ever heard in Starfinder, aside from Space Steve. So the ramp, I don't need to tell you, explain what a ramp is, but you get a little bit more on the ramp. A wide ramp rising up from the concourse, circling the complex's hollow interior and leading to various guest wings and landing pads. Slender skywalks connect the ramp, the hollow's interior rather, and leading to various guest wings. The shops. Let's give you info on the shops. All right. The shops. The eastern section of Concourse is filled with dozens of permanent shops and stalls, all owned by Dregor and operated by his indentured servants. Among the most frequented shops are Deathblow, a weapon shop managed by an old cantankerous Vesk, The Forge, an armory staffed by dwarven quintuplets who have never worked a forge in their lives. Bottoms Up, a shop specializing in medicinals, poisons, and potions. Trove, a shop that sells magic items, spell gems, spell amps, and esoteric oddments. And Jobliterator, a candy shop with intimidating decor.
Oh, God,
I like to imagine Jobliterator is right next to Deathblow and is co-managed by the same cantankerous Vesk.
It's gotta be. Also, I thought you were gonna tell me Bottoms Up was a strip club.
No, but there is one house of pleasure on Smuggler's Moon that we will find eventually. So
also called Bottoms Up, but there's no trademarks on this moon.
Yeah, it was
because
really
it's flawless.
confusing actually when they opened up Bottoms Up. So, all right, the conservatory. You continue on in your tour to areas outside the concourse proper. And the conservatory, located on a wide outdoor balcony surrounding concourse. Conservatory is a massive garden stocked with local and exotic wildlife. Conservatory is accessed through dozens of glass doors and features fountains, statuary, sitting areas, and walking paths. And as you're going through conservatory, hello, conservatory.
Hello.
There we are. Hi. While you walk through it, perhaps admiring its many plants or exotic birds flitting about, and Dragor, points out, "Oh yes, that one is my favorite. One of my favorites anyway. It's so hard to choose." He really does seem to light up with like genuine pleasure at the wildlife in his garden here. Yes. Nuna is the one to see a familiar face first. Bent over, looking through a flower bed, you spy an older Lashunta woman wearing coveralls and long brown gloves. The skin between the long gloves and the sleeves of her coveralls appears to be heavily tattooed. She prizes something out of the ground, standing up with a triumphant grin on her face. She turns in your direction to deposit the offending greenery in her bucket, and as she does, time seems to slow down to Nuna as she is brought back into memories once more.
Oh, man.
We see... I'm sorry, Liz?
I said, oh, man.
Oh, man.
Flashback time.
We see Charmer waiting in a quiet hallway, deep in the bowels of the employee levels of Smuggler's Moon. They sink further into their shadowy alcove as a pair of Marikoi guards go by. More time passes. Eventually, Charmer receives a text on their comm unit from Sinjin. No luck here. She doesn't seem to be anywhere on the concourse. You?
None here. Where do you want me to look next?
Keep scouring the employee levels. See if we can perhaps flush her out. Maybe she's hiding down there. Short while after receiving that, your luck turns up. You actually spot Shayeth coming down the hallway alone. What does Charmer do when she sees Shayeth? When they see Shayeth?
Charmer will wait until until Shayeth gets to like an intersection or something, and then we'll suddenly like roll around the corner, like leaning against it, to make a grand impression and say, "Hey, Shayeth."
Now, do you think that Shayeth would recognize? We've talked about this a little bit behind the scenes, but do you think Shayeth would recognize Charmer?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
This is meant to be a surprise.
Yeah. All right. She starts seeing you and says, No, I'm sorry. You must have me mistaken for someone else. My name is Eska."
Yeah, sure. Whatever you're calling yourself. And then, while two of the arms remain crossed, another one comes out with a gun and points at her. "You're coming with me."
How did you find me?
We have our ways.
All right. Well, she looks a look of panic, overcomes her face, and yeah, she'll go with you.
Good. I'm glad we didn't have to get unpleasant. After all, those hands of yours are pretty valuable. I know my boss would be really upset if I messed you up early.
She sort of follows you, and a look of sort of resignation is on her face, and she says, Who did they send?
At this point, I want to say that like one of Charmer's like top arms is like around her shoulders, like buddy, and then one of the lower ones has like the gun in like the side of her back. Like, smile and nod,
classic.
Smile and nod. Hey, Sinjin,
She goes pale.
Yeah,
Oh,
you messed
Gronk.
up. I don't know what you did, but Golden League is not happy.
All I wanted to do was leave. I had to get out.
Oh, come on, it's not so bad.
You obviously don't understand.
Clearly not. I mean, yeah, the long-term aspect, probably not a job I'll retire from, but I would think that like a tattoo artist like yourself, hi, how you doing? Would just, just sit down and do what you're told and everything would be fine.
It just all got to be too much. I didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, well, we all have to do things that we don't like, don't we?
Hmm.
That's the way of the world.
Just do whatever you're going to do.
Well, that's not really up for me to decide. I'll take you to the rendezvous point. St. John will make his decision there.
All right. And
What have you been doing? It's like, go on, tell me what you've been doing with all this freedom anyhow.
She, I don't think she wants to talk anymore. She sort of clams up.
All right. Incidentally, we have met before. Charmer will like reveal part of their disguise because they've been disguised. I just don't have too many friends on this moon at the moment. You did a great job on my lower back piece.
Her eyes sort of spark recognition. She just sort of nods and says, "Oh, I do remember you. Yes."
I like to leave an impression. And and then at that point, probably when Charma would be like, "So tell me what you're doing with all of this newfound freedom anyway," and the scene fades.
Yeah. We'll fade out with you all nearing the. We'll say you're nearing the concourse, nearing the non-employee areas, and so we fade back into present day, and Shyath finishes placing the plant in her bucket. Time, restarts normally. Mm-hmm. And what do you do, seeing Shyath here?
Well, again, I don't think that Shyath recognizes me. But we know that we're there. She'll go over and look at what she's doing and be like, "Oh, what are you doing here?"
She, turns to you with a smile and says, "Oh, well, I'm just out here weeding the beds for King Dregor's garden."
Interesting. What a nice time that seems to be. Fresh air, well, comparatively. And have you been doing this long?
Oh, yes. I've been here most of my life. Did a foolish thing. Decided to come and ask King Dregor for, if you can believe it, for a Yaksaja as a pet.
Would I know what that is?
Offhand, they're these tall, lanky creature companions.
That's quite the request.
Yes, the darn thing ran off 2 days later, but in return for giving it to me as a pet, His Majesty required my fealty, he required me to stay here and work for him, and so them's the breaks.
And is this the story that I know? Like, is this the truth, or is this like a version of the story?
Oh no, she's talking at her butt. She's just making something up. I'm not even gonna make.
I was enslaved for want of a giraffe.
Yes.
And Auntie Nuna pretends to inspect like one of the plants that's growing nearby and say, "Oh, we both know that's not what really happened, Shia." Or whatever her name is, crap.
Shia. That was close.
Shia.
She stiffens and says, "No, my name is Eska. You must have mistaken me for someone else."
Oh, that's funny. You said that the last time. You said that the first time second time we met. And she looks meaningfully over her granny glasses at her.
She'll actually look at you for the first time and considers you for a second. Then her eyes go wide. Then she sort of regains composure, smiles, but in your head you hear, "Not here, not allowed." You telepathically get directions to her place of residence on the employee levels and a time to meet her.
All right.
She
Don't worry.
then says, "Oh, go on."
Don't worry. We're not here to hurt you. We need your help.
If one can scoff telepathically, you hear a scoff across the mental connection, and you hear she says out loud, "Oh, please excuse me. I have plenty of weeding to get done. Have a blessed day." And, "Oh, Your Majesty, a pleasure to see you as always." And she, bows away from your party.
Mm-hmm. Auntie Nuna thinks back at her. I helped you escape. A favor for a favor. And then continues on. We will talk soon.
All right. So you've got that meeting time at Eska's.
Man, I've got like 2 meetings on my calendar already.
I know.
It's the one from Telpy and this one from her.
Yeah, your Space Google Calendar's just filling up.
Did Nuna try to hide this like quick conversation from us? Okay.
Oh well,
Then-
maybe not.
From us, yeah.
Yeah, from everybody. I mean, like, you could probably make a sense motive check.
Marath fails.
Yeah, but I bet like Sloane would realize that she was bluffing. Would see the bluff.
Okay.
Mostly so that nobody else like reacts. Because I mean, come on, Marath, what would you do?
Get real awkward.
Yeah.
Spin in a circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. So after the conservatory, Dregor will take you on to Founder's Grove, dominated by a 40-foot tall statue of the uplifted bear himself. Where the heck are we? There we go. Founder's Grove is a testament to the uplifted bear's ego. Dozens of depictions of Dregor are displayed here alongside plaques and carvings that chronicle Dregor's heroic conquest of Aetherm. He will excitedly tell, well, not excitedly, but rather, proudly tell you the story of taking down multiple Nishalora on himself, which are picture like a laser T-Rex, effective. They have laser breath T-Rex. Very scary monsters, and so on and so forth.
Do we think that is this a real? Did he actually do this, or is this all just telling a story?
There's the rub, isn't it? Make me a sense motive check to see if these stories are true.
That's 38.
Shouldn't your insight bonus be 1 higher or 2 higher now at this level? I don't remember because that 1d6 plus 1 doesn't seem. I think it's,
Right.
but it's regardless. Nuna's pretty sure that a lot of these are fabrications, or perhaps he wasn't the only one there in the Nishalora hunt or something like that. These are,
but perhaps
these are
all the people that might be able to say different are not around, interestingly enough.
Funny how that works. And then one of my personal favorites here is the Hover Falls. This magical waterfall tumbles from the sky into a pool 60 feet below. Hover Falls attracts many flocks of birds, particularly during nesting season. This is outside as well. Despite Dregor's prohibition against harvesting the bounty of his gardens, dozens of eggs are stolen from this area every week. We'll say you sort of get this information talking to other people. Gardeners blame visitors, but it's an open secret among staff that the gardeners themselves are the real culprits. Indentured servants eat poorly, and the eggs are bartered among the servants for goods or simply added to the gardeners' diets. There is one area of the conservatory that Dregor seems to actually avoid, and it is simply called Nook. And Nook is the dirtiest and least tended section of conservatory. It was invaded by a skulk of wild squawks that dug a burrow beneath an extravagant fountain, giving the area its nickname. At first, the squawks were considered an adorable curiosity, and gardeners and guests alike fed and tended to them. Within 6 months, however, the squawks had quadrupled in number. Now the miniature thieves are pests, gorging themselves in the garden and sneaking into concourse to steal food and shiny objects from guests.
Gus starts sneezing. I established from episode 1, he's mildly allergic to squawks.
Allergic to squawks.
Mildly so, yes. Dregor will, curse under his breath at them and say, many little pests. We've got to find a solution to get rid of them.
Perhaps some giant purple gorillas who are natural predators of the squawks. Simpsons reference.
Oh,
Oh,
I see.
By the way, the handout isn't updating. The last one I see is conservatory.
Oh,
Have you
it's scrolled
updating
down?
for me.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
updating for me.
All right, ignore me.
So maybe try refreshing it.
You
Wings.
never paid any mind to begin with. Don't worry, Simon.
Oh, good.
Guests to Smuggler's Moon are assigned a private landing pad to park their starship and other vehicles. Each landing pad leads to a private wing containing a workshop, storage room, and multiple guest rooms of various sizes. You all have been afforded these amenities complimentary from King Dregor. Upon arrival, greeters offer guests the opportunity to hire mechanics or rent rooms. Each private wing leads to the ramps, which in turn wind down to concourse or connect to the elevator via skywalks. One level above concourse is Wing 13, where courtesans from the starship Welcome tempt guests into all manner of intimate encounters. With Wing 13 being the only pleasure den in Smuggler's Moon, its workers have a monopoly on the flesh trade and charge slightly inflated prices. So, it's not bottoms up, sorry. It's not, and I'm not going to rename it bottoms up. Welcome is way classier.
Way classier.
So, Dregor next will invite you on a tour of the employee areas, and I'll paste a larger bunch of these that we can sort of read up on. The arena. Come on, here we are. So, all right. Oop. The formatting might get a little weird, but that should be fine for you all. Yes. Okay. So he shows you the arena. The arena is a combination gym, obstacle course, sparring ring, and armory located one floor below the barracks. It was constructed for the Marikoi guards to hone their combat skills. Garvagam, a male hobgoblin, is the leader of the complex's hunters, who recently negotiated with Hoshu, an agender Marikoi soldier, eldest of the Marikoi, to allow his hunters access to the arena's facilities. King Dregor will proudly note how this has seemed to form sort of friendly, a competitive rivalry between the two groups: the hunters, who provide for the food, the sustenance needs of Smuggler's Moon, and his Marikoi security force. Now, when you enter the arena, you're simply Garvagam, the male hobgoblin, the male hobgoblin leader of the hunters, will walk up to you all, salute King Dregor, and say, "Good afternoon. What brings you here, Your Majesty?" Well, I was just showing around some new friends to Smuggler's Moon. They are going to be performing something of an operation here, and so I wanted to make sure that they have a good understanding of the entirety of what our moon can offer. Well, my hunters and I know the area better than anyone else. If you need a place to store your ship that is less conspicuous, or some hideout or some kind, we could probably find one for you. Beyond that, we are a bit busy with our hunting duties. So, mechanically, Garvagam will show you all to a grove that you can park the severance package, so as to not be conspicuous if and when Sinjin shows up.
We do that.
Yeah. All right. Next up is the barracks, located below concourse but above ground level. Barracks is an entire floor occupied by Marikoi, who call it Den. Dregor does not lead you through there, but rather just pokes, lets you all poke your head through the entryway to it, as the Marikoi are very rigid about keeping it only Marikoi in there, and King Dregor allows them this comfort. Next are the employee residences. The employees and indentured servants of Smuggler's Moon receive large, open, and windowless rooms, each with a single entrance, including a lavatory, a kitchen, and a storage space. They're furnished with a bed, table, chairs, couch, and room dividers that the occupant can place as desired. Over the years, most employees earn or trade for additional furnishings, filling their quarters until it feels like a home. Elalel, an aged Vlaka, believed to be the longest working indentured servant in Smuggler's Moon, keeps the door to her cozy quarters open at all times. Workers often visit Elalel for advice, company, and comfort, and she offers free childcare to services in need. As you are walking through the employee quarters, many folks seem to keep their doors shut, quietly moving around. Nobody seems to be miserable here, and they're just not outwardly joyful. They're quietly respectful to King Dregor as he walks through. Perhaps a couple of them are a little confused as to why Dregor is here in the employee levels. One door stands open. It is, in fact, a small portion of you can see through it, a small portion of a well-furnished apartment, inside which sits an old Vlaka in a rocking chair, knitting. And I will show you her art.
Auntie Nuna, represent.
Yeah. Flashes her knitting needles.
Are you guys in the same order?
So Elalel,
of course, all old people know
she
each other.
she nods. Yeah.
Order of White Lotus.
Exactly. She nods to you all as you pass in the hallway, and as she does, you can plainly see that her eyes are milky white. She is blind. She then seems to stiffen, sitting a little straighter in her chair, and says, "Ah, Your Majesty, it is a rare honor to have you down here. What brings you to this area of Smuggler's Moon?" Dregor loses his regal air. Everybody can make me a sense motive check. J-Rock, this is a Vlaka, which are dog people, effectively. Humanoid dogs. Anthropomorphic dogs, I guess, is the right way to describe it.
Auntie Nuna gets a 38.
38, a 37 from Sloan, a 21 from Gus. Yes, so... Oh, yeah. You can tell, Sloan and Nuna, you can tell that unlike his demeanor, King Dragor's demeanor betrays a sense of discomfort around this Vlaka. Hello, Alalel. Yes, I am merely showing these new guests around the place. They have business to attend to, and so I thought it wise for them to be familiar with all of the areas of the port. He stands awkwardly for a moment, then attempts to regain his regal composure, saying, "Please excuse me. I have someone I need to speak to. My honored guests, please meet me on the next floor down." And he shuffles off down the hallway towards stairs down to the next level. Meanwhile, Alalel will beckon you all into her rooms.
That was delightfully awkward.
Yes, it was. And she, continues knitting. Welcome to Smuggler's Moon. Not often that we get visitors down to the employee levels. How do you find yourselves here?
We have special business that the king is kindly agreed to help us with. We may need to make use of all sorts of parts of Smuggler's Moon in order to make it work.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Hopefully not for the inhabitants, no. We, however, are very used to danger.
As Mareth has been touring the employees area, do we have a sense of how well they are treated relative to like Edgecore drones?
There's more of a sense of community here. The people are probably, like, baseline happiness is probably higher than an EdgeCorp drone. I don't know. I haven't given a ton of thought to their economic status and whatnot. But people, like the employees here, don't necessarily work for money, but rather for room and board, that kind of thing. A lot of them don't seem to have a ton. Does that answer your question?
I think so. I think Morath will also say it is interesting that the lack of upwards mobility here, because no one can get promoted, means that there is less backstabbing here than in where we come from.
Her knitting needles will, flash as she says, "Yes, there is an understanding between the servants of Smuggler's Moon that we all must work together to help this place run, and in honor of King Dragor's agreements that everyone must make with him."
But presumably they do not get to leave if they want to.
Shadow passes over her face, and she says, "Once the terms of his agreement are settled, anybody is free to leave. It is just that the terms often involve a lengthy amount of years of service."
How long have you been working here?
Oh, I don't work here.
Oh, really?
I'm something of an old face around here. I look after everybody else. I've been here since the beginning, really.
So you are here by choice.
Yes, that is a common misconception. Most people assume that I am indentured to Dregor. This is not the case.
But you implicitly support him in having these other indentured servants.
No. He is my king, and I wish for the best for him, and I wish for him to be the best. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You would like him to become a better version of the man he is now. And you hope that...
And in the meantime...
Go on.
No, go on. And in the meantime, I look after those that he draws in.
How much success have you had at reforming him so far?
I am down here for a reason. Let me just say that we knew each other in another lifetime, before this place. And that is all I will say on that.
She's the one that uplifted him.
My guess is former lover, or adventuring companion, or both. She put him on the throne.
Be careful when it comes to plots of vengeance or violence or whatever brings you to this moon. They do not often go the way one thinks, nor are they as satisfying in the long run.
We are mostly motivated by survival.
Survival is very satisfying.
But a cruel master. Well, I'm sure you don't want to keep Dregor waiting too long. You all have a lovely day. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Marath waves goodbye with their whole body.
Marath,
So-
she's blind.
When I was...
She can't see that. You got.
She'll wave back.
Doesn't she have blind sense?
She does. Yes. Vlaka Marath might know this with a culture check.
Oh.
Vlaka are naturally pretty good with their noses and with their ears.
No, Marath just has blind sense and assumes everyone does.
I'm so reminded. Question. When Charmer was here last, was the king in charge?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. This place was founded by Dregor.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, she's old. She's like possibly older than Nuna.
Yeah, she's pretty old. So, all right. You continue on, and I'll give you the Sparks notes of the rest of these places as well, because I understand there's a lot. As I was telling you all off camera, Smuggler's Moon has its own section in the book. At the end of the book, it is a fantastic place. Way to go. Author of the book, whose name I didn't forget, which is obviously Jessica Catalan. Yes, so I really like this section of the book because Smuggler's Moon, it's like it was written for this party, honestly. I'm very happy. So grand portals are these doors that you saw on the map in the beginning of this session. The grand portals, they're massive doors on the four bottom sides of Smuggler's Moon. They're only used by farmers and hunters who work the surrounding forest and farmlands. They each open up to a garage that holds dozens of vehicles, etc. Maintenance levels are 4 below ground levels, so below the actual structure of Smuggler's Moon itself. These levels are frequented by maintenance staff, mechanics, and engineers, along with guards on patrol. The mess is the cafeteria. Prison cells are prison cells, and the security office is monitored by a robust camera network, but has few technological security measures. Capria, the seedling Raxolite, you might remember Capria was the one who hailed you from traffic control at the beginning of the session. An incredibly shy Raxolite with a deep voice works in the security office, watching the surveillance screens for trouble and dispatching maintenance or guards to handle each disturbance. Additionally, they monitor traffic control. They will turn to you all as you enter, and they see King Dragor with you all and hurriedly stand up, brushing some crumbs from their lunch off their shirt, and say, "Hello. What brings you to my humble place of work?"
Do they have
Remember,
a pumpkin
the
for a head? 'Cause
seedling
it's Halloween?
Raxolite. They're
Do they have a pumpkin for a head because it's
What, Jeff?
Halloween? I said, do they have a pumpkin for a head because it's Halloween?
No.
Ah!
Are they at least
They're not-
standing on the back of their chair?
No, they're
Because-
probably standing on their chair.
Fine.
They're standing on their chair. You do indeed recognize their voice from traffic control. They introduce themselves as Capria, they, them pronouns, and say, well, Your Majesty. They do the whole song and dance with, "Oh, Your Majesty, what are you doing here?" "Oh, I'm just giving everybody a tour." And we move on. And they say, "Oh, well, my job here is I just sort of watch the security cameras. I'm the plant behind the computer." And they make finger guns at you awkwardly.
I love them and would die for them.
They'll say,
Gus very seriously
well,
stares at them. "You are now my friend for life."
Oh, and that's a threat.
"Oh,
Don't worry, it's not as
Oh.
ominous as he makes it sound.
looks between Marayoth and Gus, and is like, okay, well, if there's anything you all need, let me know. I'll help you in any way I can. I can be your eyes in the sky, that kind of thing." And that will be yes. So mechanically speaking, they will they'll feed you intel and locations of things for whatever trap you all form. So circling back to to Aetherm's Bounty, the large bar and restaurant way back at the beginning. You on your way through the concourse, will say King Dragor will bid you all farewell and sort of ascend back to his palace on top of Smuggler's Moon through the glass elevator. He doesn't fly.
My people need me.
And yes, with a slide whistle sound. Not very kingly. So walking through the bar of Aetherm's Bounty, perhaps one or more of you are hungry at this point. You spot a patron in particular who might be familiar with your research. Seated at the bar is none other than Zeldern, a cousin of Lord Sinjin and Golden League dropout. Let me show you some more wonderful character art. Boop. There he is.
Oh man.
Nice.
Okay, so
Oh gosh,
Alright.
I want to be best friends with him too.
listener, the guy has a definite beer gut, which is highlighted by the fact that I think a button is missing from his shirt. We can see a little window. He's sloppily holding a mug of probably beer, and has some for lack of a better word, shady sunglasses looking on. He just looks.
He's got a hangover.
They're douche bro shades, is what they are.
Yeah, I mean, but he looks like a man who has given up.
He looks like a drow with a beer gut version of crap. What's his name? The main character from Big Trouble Little China.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know.
Those are probably like knockoff, brand name shades.
What's the blue thing orbiting him?
Seems to be a stellar moat. Marayoth recognizes this.
Oh.
Not an Aeon Stone? Alright.
Kurt Russell, like Jack Burton
No,
was the
no.
character, but Kurt Russell. He looks like a drow version of Kurt Russell with a beer gut.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah, you were absolutely
what
right.
do?
Marayoth will ask Nuna, so do we just tell him what we're trying to do, or will he help Sinjin?
I doubt he'd help Sinjin, but let's see what the man needs. Goodness knows we'll find some leverage. That is a man that is not on the best of times. So Nuna will sidle up to him
He just needs to join a pirate crew.
and say, "Buy you a drink, friend?"
He looks sidelong at you and says blearily, "Yes, that's fine. And you are?"
Oh, who I am isn't all that important. But, if it'll jog
Very
your memory.
suspicious thing to say.
If it'll jog your memory, once upon a time they called me Charmer. But that was a long time ago. And things have changed.
Well,
For both
What
of us,
brings
it
you
looks
here?
like. And she gives him a meaningful up-down, like,
he, looks back, looks into his mug, and says, "Well, what brings you here then, Charmer?"
please call me Auntie. Everybody, Auntie
Auntie.
Nuna, everyone else does. Well, we happen to be, we happen to have a mutual acquaintance. Your brother. It's brother, right? Not cousin? Or is it cousin?
Cousin. It is cousin.
Okay. Your cousin, Sinjin.
Mm,
Well,
his knuckles
and
go
I
white
wait for a
on
reaction,
his,
yeah.
on his mug. Yeah. His knuckles go white.
Yes,
Sinjin. What about Sinjin?
well. How would you like to get back at him?
I've spent the last, say 30. I've spent the last 30 years of my life trying to forget that name. Just keeps coming back.
How would
Tell
you
you
like?
what.
Oh, sorry.
Tell you what. You keep the drinks coming. Talking is thirsty work, and we'll see where we get.
Story time.
Story time. All right. Why don't you meet the rest of the crew? And one of her hands will kind of gesture you over. Barkeep.
All right. There's a name. I almost closed Roll20 instead.
How foolish of you.
Yes. Aha, there we go. Ect.
Oh, yeah.
Ect will, the Belita, yes. Ect will bring over 2 more mugs of spaced beer, and,
Auntie
you
Nuna?
all can... What?
Auntie Nuna will reach into her sewing kit and bring out 2 butterscotch candies.
That's the good stuff.
Because you
Are
said
those
that
tasty? Stations? Space stations? I thought they discontinued those.
She has the grandma sense. She knows who wants the candy.
She does. That's a little discussed, precise sense or imprecise sense that isn't used very much in Starfinder. But yes, grandma sense is strong with Auntie Nuna. Ect will eye the candies and subtly, palm them and then slide the beers across the counter and nod to you. So you all can grab a booth, and the drow slowly begins to sort of open up as you all perhaps order some food of some kind or something like that. Oh man, now I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so you'll remember that from your research, Sinjin pulled these three away from Apaste to help him to join the Golden League and help him eventually form a crime family of his own. He begins talking about this history and says, "It sounded like a bad idea at the time, but family is family. So when Sinjin told us he was leaving Apaste to go join up with the League, my brothers and I were persuaded to accompany him. We joined the Golden League together, trained as jeune assassins, and rose through the ranks. When Sinjin started his family, we three were there for him. But Sinjin is a paranoid man. I think he assumed that one day we would betray him. So he arranged for our deaths, one by one, on dangerous missions gone wrong." Sound familiar?
Mm-hmm.
When I found evidence Sinjin had sent his own blood on suicide missions, I knew it wouldn't be long before he'd come for me next. I went somewhere he would never visit. Smuggler's Moon, the site of his only failure. When I got here, actually, he clams up for a second, and then he says, "When I got here, I sort of laid low, sort of kept my head down, and sure enough, Sinjin sort of left me alone, left me on my own here. So, what is it that you all hope to achieve here? What's your plan so far?"
We're gonna kill Sinjin.
We can help you never have to worry about Sinjin again.
That sounds pretty good. It's much easier said than done, though. How are you going to get him out of Rendalan?
We're going to offer him a chance to make right on that one great failure.
So you found Eska, then?
Maybe we have. Maybe we'll only make him think we have. But he will.
You can give up the facade. I ran into Eska in my first month on the station. I recognized her. She was well known in the League, of course. I considered grabbing her, turning right back around and turning her into the League to upstage Sinjin. But I ended up deciding against it. She came here for her privacy, just like I did. Smuggler's Moon is as safe a haven as any for folks like us. We occasionally run into each other, but we sort of pretend that we don't know each other. It's awkward, you know.
Oh, yes, I do.
She'll be the perfect lure. But you have to promise me. And he, a small moment of clarity. You have to promise me that you'll keep her safe. Otherwise, what the hell's the point of all this past 30 years?
Don't worry. I'm not going to hurt Eska. She and I go way back. In fact, I
Good.
owe her my life.
Well, then, sure, I'll help you kill Sinjin. The man has probably earned it at this point for, again, knuckles white on his mug, what he did to my brothers. But, and countless others, of course. But the Jeune assassins will be very loyal to him, but leave his soldiers alive, as many as you can anyway. Because you have to understand, he's not going to just come here with a couple and call it a day. He'll bring a force here. It'll be dozens of soldiers, but they're just grunts. If we can kill Sinjin, I can make a case to them that I should be their leader instead. I can be persuasive when I want to be. Since I'm blood related to Sinjin, I might be able to install myself as the next leader of his family.
And then take the bounty off our heads. That part is important. It's very annoying.
And then take the bounty off of your heads. Yes.
Do you have any ideas?
A quid pro quo.
Do you have any ideas about how to separate him from all of his little army?
It's a big moon. There are any ways that you could, any number of ways rather that you could separate him from his soldiers, his units. Perhaps I could send him a message. Somebody, a message from somebody he hasn't heard from in a while. Tell him, spill the beans, as it were, that Eska is on Smuggler's moon, and that I know the location. And when he gets here, we could send him up to Dregor, saying that Dregor is the only one that knows where Eska is. He can't fit all of his soldiers in that elevator. So while he's talking to Dregor, you deal with his soldiers somehow.
Or we could take care of him in the same room as Drago.
Dragor.
Dregor very well might let us use his throne room for an ambush.
It's already a battle arena.
We'd have.
That is a good thought as well.
We might be able to put Eska in the force field around the throne.
Yes,
safe.
she'd be safe there.
I like this idea. This could work. All right, then. He will tilt his head back, looking before doing so, looking at the dregs of his beer, toss the rest of his drink into his mouth, and set it upside down on the table. If we're gonna do this, then I guess that's enough of this. I'll need to be at my best for the family reunion. Why don't you all figure out the rest of the plan, and let me know if you have any questions. Talk to Dregor about using his throne room, whatever, and spend some time setting this up. And you let me know when you need me to send the message to Sinjin. A deal?
We'll be in touch.
Wonderful.
Yay, conspiracy.
And we'll fade to black on you all, coming to an accord around a dark table in a bar.
With Jack Burton, the Drow.
See, I was thinking the Big Lebowski, the Drow.
He's not quite sloppy enough. Like, he's not chill enough.
Yeah.
He's a fall from
Yeah.
grace, kind of.
Yeah, that's fair. But either way, tune in next time on Non-Standard Action to see what happens. Yes, lots of exposition today, lots of exploration and descriptions of
Plus,
yeah.
Plus we now have a new friend for life.
2 hours. It was yeah. Now you have a friend for life, Capria, the seedling Raxolite. Yeah. High level combat, man. They take a long time with all those, and a lot of units as well. Because believe it or not, it takes a lot of units to make you all feel even remotely threatened in a combat nowadays. So I just gotta, I gotta come up with other ways.
I wonder what
to
that
scare
feels
you.
like, Tom.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
The only time I really threatened you was 32 ogres.
Speaking of 32 ogres and big fights, Jet, what's going on this Thursday?
Sandpoint is under siege, a warship, which we kind of glossed over it, but I'll tell you the class of that warship. There's a destroyer floating over that town.
Ooh, that's a
Bear
bummer.
Week continues.
And destroyer
Bear
floating
Week
over the town.
continued,
And the gates are under siege by some chthonic lunar giants and a bunch of bears. Just bears everywhere. Dire bears.
Just bears
specifically.
everywhere. Yeah, Simon, did you hear that Conrad's new character is an uplifted bear?
I heard, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was
Yeah, I just wish more of you were.
yeah. Well,
Everyone's backup character is an uplifted bear, Simon. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
as long as you promise me that each time a PC dies, they will be replaced by an uplifted bear, then I'll be satisfied.
cross my heart.
Hope to die.
Well, don't hope to die. I really do like Jacinto.
Not take it
cross
that
my heart. Yeah. I'm pretty attached to Jacinto and Artania at this point, and his Legion of Summons.
Nah.
But yeah, as always, a Cosmic Crit episode will be dropping tonight. Thanking people. Leif, thank you for running our audio through Hydra. Oh no, the Spirit's back. Well,
let's still run the audio.
I hope the Spirit remembers what. No, you can't point at me. I don't have the list of who we ran today, and this is important so we don't get shut down.
Great, you have to find the list.
Lo-Fi Girl and Alex Productions.
Wow, the
Spirit,
Spirit's
you do
voice
such a
is a
great
lot
Leif
like the same joke.
Yeah, same joke. Our fantastic character art was done by Anycola. She is at Anycola on Twitter. Thank you to Paizo for the wonderful AP, specifically Jessica Catalan for writing book 6. I'm having a great time with book 6. And actually, you know what? I'm going to thank specifically Smuggler's Moon. Oh my gosh, it was indeed written by Jessica Catalan as well. So fantastic. Really, really cool setting. A lot of stories to be told in Smuggler's Moon, I think, even outside the AP wink. Thank you to Nick for our stream assets, for Jet for running our stream, all of you for being here and being my players on this spookiest of days, and finally, all of you, dear listener, for joining us. As always, we'll be in general voice on our Discord after the stream, so come on by and say hi. And with that, we're going to get out of here. So say goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye,
Bye, everyone.
everyone.
And Jet, take us into the drift.